And we are live back again with yet another watch along. And in today's video, we will be talking about the Manchester United versus Liverpool match. We'll be doing a watch along, reactions and all that good stuff, So sit back, relax, and let's enjoy this beautiful game of football. Man United versus Liverpool, historically, the biggest fixture in, well, let's say England, you know, all of the football system, I should say. Man United doesn't compete anymore, so it should be Liverpool, Man City, but it's all good. But yeah, they don't want to really let go of this rivalry. Let me just put it out there. So what I'm gonna do really quick, guys, I'm gonna take a look at what the lineups look like, and I got a little spoiler. I went on Twitter and I heard Ronaldo is not playing, so he's not starting. So let's go down to this game and let's check out the lineups. All right, I'm kind of far ahead. Let me just scroll back up here. And Man United versus Liverpool. Okay, let's take a look at the lineup. So let's start with Man United, okay? Let's start with the Man United lineup. Big up to everybody in the stream right about now. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. Subscribe if you're new around here, okay? So let's do this. Let's take a look at the lineup. So for Man United, they're starting with De Gea in goal, of course. Dalot at right back. Varane and Lisandro Martinez. Tyreek Malacia. Terrell, not Tyreek. Salah will be hoping that it's not Tyreek and it's Terrell, but it's Terrell. Because Tyreek Mitchell did give Salah a lot of problems last week. And we have another TM at left back who's going to look to, handle Mo Salah. But big shock. No Maguire at the back. It's Lisandro Martinez and Varane. So the captain dropped. That's a statement right there by Eric Ten Hag. The captain dropped. Okay? Wow. I wasn't expecting that at all. So Eriksen and McTominay, I'm actually, have the game on the TV over there. I'm actually watching it from my laptop through Peacock because it's not on cable TV for some reason. So I had to, I have my laptop hooked up to the TV already anyway. So look, Christian Eriksen and Scott McTominay, no McFred. And above them, there's Anthony Elanga, Bruno Fernandes, Jadon Sancho, and Marcus Rashford, which means that there is no Cristiano Ronaldo from the start. Okay, let's scroll down quickly, skip past the Liverpool team really quick. And as a matter of fact, let's go back up. I've noticed some changes for this Liverpool team as well, where there is no Fabinho from the start. I don't know if he has a little injury or if, tactically Klopp just does not want to go with him from the start. But it's Luis Diaz, Roberto Firmino, and Mo Salah leading the front line with Harvey Elliott, James Milner, and Jordan Henderson coming back in the team. So Klopp seems like he's going to go with James Milner a lot with the absence of Thiago and above Naby Keita as well, who's been out of favor these days. And, of course, he's always been struggling with injury. At the back, Robertson, Van Dijk, Joe Gomez comes in for Nat Phillips, where I was actually surprised with Nat Phillips's inclusion in the last game against Crystal Palace. And Trent Alexander-Arnold, number 66 at right back with Alisson in goal. So, surprise inclusion for me here is actually, well, I should say surprise exclusion should be Fabinho. And another exclusion, guys, is Darwin Núñez serving a 3-match ban for that headbutt on Joachim Andersen. Very, very stupid decision, and it could definitely cost Liverpool a few points here. So on the bench, guys, let's take a look at the Man United bench. Harry Maguire and Cristiano Ronaldo both warming the bench. Anthony Martial is on the bench. I haven't seen him feature this season. There's Fred, backup goalkeeper Tom Heaton. Luke Shaw dropped. Let's make that note. Luke Shaw dropped, and I think it's a well-deserved drop from him because Malacia came in the last game there, and he looked a lot better than Luke Shaw. So Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he's warming the bench these days. Donny van de Beek and Alejandro Garnacho. I actually think it should be Donny van de Beek and Christian Eriksen in the midfield for this game, but now that Casemiro is part of the team, McTominay might not see a lot of starts in the Premier League, so it's going to be Christian Eriksen, and of course, Casemiro. That's a big signing. The Casemiro signing is a huge one. It is a huge signing. No doubt about that. But is he gonna work in this Ten Hag system? That's the biggest question right now. We know how good Casemiro worth was for Real Madrid. How many Champions Leagues did he win? About 5 Champions Leagues. So that is a, you know what I mean, that is indeed a good acquisition. 60 million, I think, euros with, add-ons included. So let me just pull up Casemiro really quick and we could have an idea. He's 30 years old. He's a defensive midfielder. He's been given a contract until 2026. So that's a 4-year contract. I think a 3-year contract would have been a lot better, but Man United, went and gave him a sweet deal, and he's on big wages. He's amongst the highest earners at Manchester United. Of course, that's how they were able to lure him to the club. So, look, there's also an option for a further year. He's been capped 63 times by Brazil. He's not really a goal scoring option, but he breaks up play in the middle of the field and gives you very, very good cover, above the defenders there. He does have 5 Champions League titles, 4 under Zidane and 1 with Carlo Ancelotti. And in terms of La Liga titles, well, he does have, let me see, La Liga, 3 La Liga titles, 5 Champions Leagues. So he's a serial winner. And this is what Man United need in their team: winners, players who actually know how to win things. Because since Sir Alex Ferguson left the club, Man United have only won one single trophy, and that's the Europa League on the, Jose Mourinho against Ajax. And we remember that really good Ajax team. That team has been broken up already. So it's just, baffling to how Man United have really, really declined. Maybe it's the rise of Manchester City that caused that decline. I don't know. I'm just saying. But this will be a very, very good game, man. Two teams that started the season very poorly. Liverpool picking up 2 draws, one against Fulham and another against Crystal Palace. And Man United losing both their opening matches against teams that they should beat, Brighton and Brentford. So Brighton picking up back-to-back wins against United, and Brentford winning a game against United for the first time in about 80 years. So it's just unprecedented stuff, and an unprecedented start, I should say, for both teams, where Man United has never really been at the bottom of the league table since 1992, and it's weird. I think West Ham are at the bottom of the table now. I think United got a bit of a reprieve there. Let's take a look at the table. And West Ham are at the bottom with 3 games played and with no goals scored and 5 goals conceded. So for Man United, they have a negative 5 goal difference, and they could end up at the bottom of the table if they lose the match today, and if they lose it without actually scoring any goals, because they'll have a worse goal difference than West Ham United for sure. So for this game, I don't have my notepad right now, but I did predict a Liverpool win. And I should have had my notepad to take some notes and things like that, but I don't have any notes because I had to actually sneak into the back door so that my boy Liam wouldn't want to come downstairs with me. So I don't have anything to take any kind of notes with, but it's all good, man. It's all good. Nothing, no pen, no paper, paper, but no pen. But look, like to take the time to say big up to everybody in the house, man. Adnan, Harvey Elliott, hope Elliott has a big game. Lego Dude, I think Keita is out with injury right now. Nedge the Great, 2-0 to United. I'm going for Shock United win. Woo-hoo! That would send shock waves across the internet, man. So, look, whoever wins, wins. To be completely honest, both these teams are my rivals. Whoever wins, wins. I just need a good game. You see, like that Newcastle Man City game? I need a better game than that. I need a better game. And guys, don't forget, I will be doing the review of the match day 3 fixtures and results, and I think I might take a little break. I don't know. I might actually do it just after this. I might take a break. I don't know. It's according to how I feel, but I have a lot of work to do. And then this Thursday, we have the preview for match day 4. And then the review is coming up on Sunday. And then match day 5 is in the middle of the week next week. So we have a quick turnover of match weeks in, the weekend and the following week to come. So it's a lot of work to do, man. So guys, make sure you support the channel in any which way you could, because the work I put in, the returns are not adding up. You see what I'm saying? The work and the return, it's not adding up. And whenever that happens, things tend to come to a stop. You see what I'm saying? So make sure you guys support the channel in whichever way you could, okay? All right, but I am a passionate fan. I love doing what I do, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you really look at things and you see the way the economy is these days, maybe I should just go to work or something. You see what I'm saying? I'll go do something else. You see? So guys, support the thing in whichever way you can. I'm just keeping it real, man. Just keeping it 100% right about now. Because we kind of going through a recession right about now, you know what I mean? So yeah, time is money. So let me see. Brendan Rodgers has not been sacked. That's what Lego Dude says. I heard big up to my boy Doug, who says that he said that something was going on with Brendan Rodgers. But I didn't actually see anything, in terms of Brendan Rodgers. But let us see what happened, man. If Leicester do go on to sack Brendan Rodgers, I have to say that would be some real ungrateful stuff if you ask me. But we know how Premier League teams are, football clubs, as a matter of fact, how they are, and they are very heartless, man. They don't really care what you've done for the club or anything. If they want to get rid of you and things are not working out, they get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. That's just how it is. So let me just lower the background music a little bit, and yeah. So I see that there's a tweet that Leicester are now prepared to sell Wesley Fofana. The club stance has been softened as a series of meetings between Brendan Rodgers and Fofana. Chelsea's third offer not expected to be £85 million. There's a real feeling the bid is shy of £80 million, which would be a record for a defender. All right, we got kickoff, guys. We do have kickoff. We will talk about Leicester a little bit when we have more clarity on that. So it's Man United putting pressure on Liverpool from the start. Virgil van Dijk, number 4, looking for the out ball, that long ball, diagonal switch all the way to Salah. But it's dealt with, but, almost a big mistake there by Malacia early on in the game. De Gea, who made some errors in the Brentford match, will look to make amends against his fiercest rivals, Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold, touted as one of the best right backs in the world, and Salah is fouled by Lisandro Martinez. Very feisty, meeting there between the Argentinian and the Egyptian there, diminutive figures for both clubs. But, big signings in Lisandro Martinez and Salah, a big game player on huge wages after he recently signed a new contract. So we're going into the second minute. Man United with the ball. Malacia lays it off to Bruno Fernandes, who has not done anything at all this season. And it goes out for a Liverpool throw. So let us see if Man United has anything in them, man. Let's see if they have any guts, man. You know what I mean? Let's see if they could pull together a respectable performance to get something out of the game. Their first points this season, as Man United concede the first corner of the game, it seems. Or is it a goal kick for Luis Diaz? So big up to everybody watching the stream once again. The obvious girl in the house, nice to see you. Thanks for continuing to be a member. Eldon Transfers in the house. What we got here, man? Nazul Amir. Your prediction, I think it's a 3-1 win for Liverpool, though. You know what I'm saying? And what else we got here? Paloma in the house. Angel Abel in the house. How are you doing? All right, so Liverpool with it. Plays it out wide to Andy Robertson. Liverpool moving the ball very fast, but dispossess, and they give it right back. Rafa Varane, former Real Madrid man, multiple Champions League winners, 4 Champions League wins for Real Madrid. He will now link up with Casemiro again. Maybe Man United are actually onto something, guys. Maybe they're onto something. You know what I mean? You never know. You know what I mean? They're now chasing Anthony right about now. And if they do manage to acquire Anthony's signature. It would be for big money, but that would be a really, really good signing, man. So Liverpool with it. And Luis Diaz, the Colombian phenom. Trent Alexander-Arnold's battling McTominay. And it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, David De Gea. A little scrappy in the midfield there. And high intensity, guys, at Old Trafford tonight, as United would look to not lose to Liverpool at home again. And we got to pull up the record, though. I can't remember the recent record for both the teams in terms of the Old Trafford matches. So I'm going to have to pull that up and let you guys know. And it seems like Manchester United are in behind Marcus Rashford, and it's well defended by Virgil van Dijk. That was a huge chance for United. Christian Eriksen gets it from Bruno Fernandes. They go all the way back. Lisandro Martinez to Rafa Varane. Man United playing with a very high line right now. Diego Dallo, the Portuguese. Sancho looking for the ball. Doesn't get it. Goes all the way back to Varane. Lisandro Martinez, fresh in from Ajax. He goes long. He picks out Marcus actually Anthony Elanga. Elanga is dispossessed by Trent. And the ball goes back to Martinez. Malacia. Eriksen. Christian Eriksen. Elanga, the Swede, goes all the way back to Varane. So Man United with the bulk of the possession so far. Only 4 minutes in. McTominay, the Scotsman, goes back to the defense, and Varane plays it over to Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho, of course, has been a big flop for United so far, but let's give him a little leeway. It's only his second season. Let's see if he come good this year, as the ball is played long and goes all the way out for a Liverpool throw. Robertson goes back to Alisson, who's yet to keep a clean sheet this season. Alisson to Joe Gomez, enjoying some game time from the start here because of the injuries to Konate and Matip. He would want to hold on that spot for a long-term period. Salah, Trent, Elliott, Henderson, back in the team, captain. Henderson again. Picks out Andy Robertson. Goes all the way to Firmino. Firmino to, who is this? Milner, James Milner, and he's dispossessed. He gets it back. He goes down and nothing doing. It goes out for a goal kick, though. So Liverpool, looking a bit dangerous, but James Milner is not the player you actually want in that kind of position. You know what I'm saying? You would want a Luis Diaz or maybe a Firmino in the box. Not James Milner. Not very, very prolific in open play, but from the penalty spot, yeah, we could give him that. So once again, big up to everybody in the stream right about now. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the video. We'll definitely appreciate that. And we have a big game on our hands as the camera pans to Harry Maguire, a spectator for today's match. Well, at least for now. Let's see if he features later on in the game. Elanga gets it from Bruno. He's running at Trent, and Trent does well again to dispossess him. That's the second time that Elanga is unable to get past Trent Alexander-Arnold. As they go in the midfield to McTominay, Varane goes all the way back to David De Gea. So in the recent matches at Old Trafford, Liverpool won both games 5-0 and 4-2. And we got to go back to 2019 where there was a 1-1 draw. And Marcus Rashford goes down in the box. And it's a free kick right on the edge of the box. And this could be a dangerous chance here for Man United and opportunity for them to go one up in the game. So Trent, yeah, that was very, very rash by Trent. First body to body and then taking down Marcus Rashford. Yeah, that was kind of sloppy by Trent Alexander-Arnold there. Hopefully for him, it's not costly. So there were back-to-back draws back in 2019 when Liverpool visited Old Trafford. And then the last two Premier League visits have yielded wins for Liverpool. The last time United picked up a home win against Liverpool was back in 2018, 2-1. The free kick right now, Christian Eriksen is over the free kick. What does he have? Christian Eriksen, and it hits the wall and it goes out for a corner. Team stuff in the end. So in that victory, Marcus Rashford did bag a brace in the 14th and 24th minute, while Eric Bailly, who's on his way to Olympique Marseille, to come up against the likes of Neymar, Mbappe, and Lionel Messi scored an own goal for Liverpool there. So that was the last time, 2018, 4 years ago. Could United repeat that in today's game? It's still 0-0. Big up again to everybody. Appreciate you guys tuning in to this watch along. Malacia with the corner. Not a very good corner, but Bruno puts it back into the box and easily gathered by Alisson Becker. So Brazilian looks for that out ball. He throws it straight to Firmino, back in the team, and United gets the ball back from Liverpool. It's a United throw. Harvey Elliott thought it was a Liverpool throw, but he's surprised that it's not. So Terrell Malacia with the ball. Fresh in from Feyenoord, right? That's who he signed from, Feyenoord, I think. So I've been impressed with Terrell Malacia. I think he's a neat left back. You know, I wish him all the best personally, even though I don't wish United all the best. But I like Malacia though. So United with another throw, and it goes in, given back to Liverpool. Firmino, he's deep. You know, he's a player that comes deep and help out in midfield. But maybe he need to be in the number 9 position to get, you know, those opportunities when they present themselves. So there's a foul here on Luis Diaz as Liverpool gets a free kick. So 10th minute of the game, guys, there's been no real clear-cut chances for either team. And this one looks like it's heading to be a stalemate. And if you're a Liverpool fan, you don't want that result because it will be 3 points in the first available 9. And you'll be, 4 points behind Man City, even with that draw yesterday against Newcastle. You don't want that. You want to pick up 3 points. And, oh, what a ball. And it's behind Bruno Fernandes and lays on Malacia. And it's hit the post. Ilanga, I think. It hit the post and it's alive. Jadon Sancho with it. Jadon Sancho. And it's well dealt with by Andy Robertson. And that's a huge opportunity for United to take the first goal here. What a ball by Scott McTominay to Bruno. And he nutmegs. Oh, you got to score that, Ilanga. You got to score, man. You got to score. Good work by Bruno Fernandes. And Ilanga in space. Nobody picking him up. Where is Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's supposed to be picking him up at right back? And Anthony Ilanga, the young Swede, missing the chance. Corner comes in and is dealt with by the Dutchman, Virgil van Dijk. Salah gets it. And Malacia does well to steal the ball away from Salah. What an opportunity for Man United, though. You got to take these opportunities when they present themselves because there won't be a lot of opportunities. But good interception by McTominay, though. And Anthony Ilanga, bro, you got to score. At least pull the ball around Alisson and tap it in. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's a big chance miss. That's a huge chance miss. Very, very big opportunity miss. That's the first clear-cut chance of the game as Liverpool get the ball. Harvey Elliott goes to Jordan Henderson. He goes long. Luis Diaz in pursuit. And David De Gea comes out and deals with it. Sweeper, keeper, Manuel Neuer style. Guys, once again, smash up the thumbs up button for the live stream. Let's see if we can get this live stream up to 50 thumbs up. I don't know how many likes we got already, but, you know, appreciate everybody who smashed up the thumbs up button already. All right, Trent goes along and is dealt with by Rafa Varane, who comes in today. Did Varane come in today for Harry Maguire from the last game? I gotta actually double check that. Let me just double check the changes really quick for Brentford. The changes from the Brentford game. Well, yes, Varane comes in for Maguire and Ilanga comes in for Cristiano Ronaldo. Imagine that. And McTominay starts for Fred, Malacia for Luke Shaw. Whoa, these are some. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a game I think Cristiano Ronaldo should have actually started. So you're sending a message there by not starting Cristiano Ronaldo, a message that he might not be staying at Manchester United this season. Let's just see. Let us just see what happens with that Cristiano Ronaldo saga. And Salah in pursuit, the ball goes out for throw in for. And you see, and the camera pans to Cristiano Ronaldo. Focus. Okay, so reportedly given permission to leave Man United only if another club will buy him. Wow. Yeah, man. So we could be seeing the last of Cristiano Ronaldo in the Premier League. This could be the last time he's facing Liverpool in the league, and could be the last time he's playing in the league, according to how quick the deal happened. So Ronaldo to Dortmund, maybe. Well, Dortmund already splashed some cash on Anthony Modeste. I don't think Cristiano Ronaldo is going to Dortmund. I really don't think that's going to happen. Where he's going to go, I don't know, man. Seriously. So another long ball. Elanga in pursuit. Trent versus Elanga. And Elanga goes down. Get up, boy. Get up. There's no foul there. So Trent Alexander-Arnold with it. He goes long. Looking to pick out Salah, but well done by Malacia to steal that ball away. And it goes back to Trent. He's going to switch to Joe Gomez. Getting a run out today in the absence of Matip and Konate ahead of the backup center back Nat Phillips, who got a surprise start last week against Crystal Palace. Klopp must have regretted that move. Even though Nat Phillips didn't play too bad. So Gomez carrying the ball, gives it to Firmino, who's deep in the midfield. Luis Diaz, the Colombian, won't be at the World Cup this season. Firmino goes back to Luis Diaz, Colombian and Brazilian connection. McTominay in pursuit, being a nuisance. Jordan Henderson goes all the way over to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Salah in open there. Trent goes into the middle, and it's dealt with by Martinez. Elanga gets it. Good skill. Elanga gets it back, but gives it right back to Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold all the way back to number 4, Virgil van Dijk. He goes long to pick out Salah. He does so successfully. Salah gets past Malacia. Salah goes into the middle, and Firmino is dispossessed as it's cleared by Christian Eriksen, the Dane. Henderson puts it back in the middle, and Sancho coming back to help out does well. And Man United on the attack right about now. Jadon Sancho links up with Bruno Fernandes. What a ball to Marcus Rashford, number 10. Does he have any help in the middle? Rashford and versus Virgil van Dijk. Bruno Fernandes squares it. This is an opportunity. Eriksen. Oh, and he takes too long on the ball, and it goes back to Malacia. The play fizzles out as he goes all the way back to Martinez. Elanga. Wow, what a link up between him and Christian Eriksen. An open chance here. Sancho. Jadon Sancho, and it's a goal for Manchester United. We got a shocker here from the start. United with the opening goal here. 1-0 at the theater of dreams, sometimes nightmares. And United take the lead here against Liverpool. What a game we have on our hands. I predicted a 3-1 win, I think, for Liverpool. Could this be the goal that United picks up and Liverpool having to come back? But Liverpool's defense were in tatters in this play. All over the place as Milner and Van Dijk is in deep conversation right about now. Man United literally sliced up and diced up Liverpool's defense. Patient play by Malacia to go back and Martinez, but the link-up was between Eriksen and Elanga, and Sancho not being marked in the middle and giving Milner the slip. Oh, my God. Oh, look at what Sancho did. Oh, nasty. Brilliantly taken, and 1-0. Jadon Sancho, the former Manchester City youngster, former Borussia Dortmund talisman, big money signing by United, and he gets a big goal here against a Big Six team. Liverpool trail. Liverpool trail. We got a game on our hands here. We got a game on our hands here. All right, so Liverpool with it, 1-0 down. Joe Gomez. Going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Alisson Becker. Alisson. Back to Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez looking to carry the ball in the midfield. And he goes long, but gives the ball away. But Sancho unable to, get it under his grasp here. Big goal by Jadon Sancho. Big money signing from Dortmund as Man United look to pick up a second goal here to, put themselves in a really, really good position to pick up their first points. Not only 3, but their first points of the season. So let us take a look at what Jadon Sancho has basically done so far in his Manchester United career. The last time United played Liverpool, he actually was, on the bench. He came off the bench, and that was in the big loss. And in terms of his Man United career, Liverpool pursuits that equalizer. Firmino doesn't do well, but Milner gets it. James Milner, and it goes all the way back. And a loose ball that's about to be picked up by Sancho, but it goes back to Luis Diaz. Number 23, he got an opening. Number 23, Luis Diaz. And a shot goes wide. The first real opening, per se, for Liverpool in this game. So Jadon Sancho, in terms of last season in United's colors, for Manchester United, 29 Premier League appearances, 3 goals and 3 assists. So he's already done a lot better, if he continues this trajectory here. First 3 games, 1 goal. He could actually end up with, Let me see, 9 by 4 is, what is 9 by 9 by 4 is what, 36? Am I right with that math? Yeah. So he would actually end up with double figures, over 10 goals this season if he continues like this. Not a good season. 3 goals, 3 assists last year. And in terms of the Champions League, 1 goal, FA Cup, 1 goal. And that was a poor season. That's a poor season indeed. 5 goals and 3 assists. And he was brought in for huge money. And when I say huge money, he was actually signed for 85 million euros plus add-ons in a 5-year contract from Borussia Dortmund. So big goal there in the 16th minute by Jadon Sancho. Guys, how do you think this game will end? Do you think it would actually end in a Liverpool win like most of us predicted, or would Man United hold on for their first 3 points? United in pursuit again. Jadon Sancho, he links up with Marcus Rashford, and what a block by Joe Gomez as Rashford, picks it up again just outside the 18-yard box, and it's being taken away by Andy Robertson. Another dangerous play by Manchester United. They're looking good. I'm not going to, listen, I ain't going to lie. Not because I'm a Man City fan. Man United looking the better team so far in this game. They're looking good. You know what I'm saying? And they got Cristiano Ronaldo option to come off the bench as well. Guys like Danny Van de Beek to come off the bench. Let's take a look at what they got to come off the bench really quick. In terms of their bench options in this game, for United, you have the likes of Anthony Martial, Ronaldo. You have Danny Van de Beek. In terms of goal threats, if you want some defensive cover, Harry Maguire. You might not want to bring him on if things are going good, though. See what I'm saying? You might not, because he could add to a recipe of disaster. You know what I'm saying? He could bring that Harry Maguire effect into the game, and you don't really want that. So Firmino playing basically as a midfielder. Luis Diaz, okay, and is dispossessed. Christian Eriksen looking for that out ball. Jadon Sancho coming back deep to get it. McTominay. Bruno Fernandes with the first time ball, but him and Rashford was not on the same page here. So let me actually pull up the live stream and look to put up a poll. Let me see if I could actually pull up a poll on this live stream. Guys, we got 26 thumbs up. If you're yet to like the video, make sure you do so. I will definitely appreciate that. I'm going to attempt to do a live stream watch along every week. I don't know about next week because the games on Tuesday are kind of mild. You see what I'm saying? I don't think I'm really going to do a watch along for, let me tell you what's coming up next week, right? Crystal Palace, Brentford, Fulham, Brighton, Leeds, Everton, Southampton, Chelsea. I don't know. That's the only day I'm available. And I'm available Mondays and Tuesdays for watch-alongs, but I don't think I'm going to do any of those games, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to waste 2 hours and nobody show up. You see what I'm saying? So I might actually look for, well, I won't look for another game to watch because I'm a Premier League guy and I'll just watch one of these Premier League games but not do a watch-along. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. If there's a big game in one of the other leagues, maybe I'll actually tune into one of those games, but we'll see. We shall see, though. So let's get back to the game. Mo Salah. Salah looking for some help. Harvey Elliott right behind him. Gives it to Harvey Elliott. Elliott links up with Milner, and it goes all the way out, and it's a goal kick, or is it a corner here for Liverpool? I personally do not agree with starting James Milner. I do not agree. I'm just going to put it out there. No disrespect to James Milner, But he's just not the man. He ain't the man. And I know Liverpool fans will be like, yeah, what are you talking about now? Milner is the man, Milner is the man. Listen, Milner ain't the man. I think what Klopp should have did, start Carvalho. You brought him in, start him. Show that positive intent. What are you going with Milner and Henderson in the midfield for? Show some intent. Play Carvalho and Elliott at the same time. Have that vibrancy in the midfield, that youth. You see what I mean? You're being coward here, Klopp. Seriously, the Liverpool bench looks really light. It looks light in terms of options. Look, in the event that Liverpool goes, let's say 2-0 up, 2-0 down, who comes off the bench? What are the options? Tsimikas from left back maybe, or possibly another attacking option, Carvalho, and that's it. That is it. It ain't looking good. Fabinho's on the bench. It ain't looking good. I'm going to say if Liverpool concede another goal, they lose the game. They lose. Seriously. Liverpool concede another goal, they lose the game. Elanga. Trent in pursuit. Elanga goes past both Trent and Gomez, and it's a foul. And it's going to be a yellow card for who it is. Is it Trent? Yeah, Trent Alexander-Arnold is not, he won the first couple battles with Elanga. But the last two, Elanga with the goal, the chance, and Elanga with that run to put the ball back into the middle. Trent was nowhere to be found. And he is not the quickest. That's the thing. He's not. And I'm not just criticizing Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm talking facts. If he's not there, he's just not there. Why would I say he's playing well if he's not playing well? You see what I'm saying, guys? Why would I do that? So Christian Eriksen over the free kick here for Manchester United as the Dane revitalizes his career. Bam! Into the middle. And it's... Ooh! That was close. I think David De Gea, Alisson actually got a touch to that, That might have been going in. Ooh, that was creeping in, though. I think if Alisson didn't get the touch, it would have been a header for... It would have crept in. Or McTominay would have put it in. Another corner. Who's going to take it? Is it Christian Eriksen or Malacia from the left? Let me see. So it's Malacia from the left, Eriksen from the right. Terrell Malacia, the Dutch national, goes in. Open header, no. And it comes off it actually bounces and goes off for a goal kick. So exciting stuff right here, guys, as Liverpool trail Manchester United. This is unbelievable stuff because United have been horrible from the start, and even though Liverpool have not been at their best, we do still fancy Liverpool's chances of going on to win any game against United these days, any competitive game, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Guys, we got 30 likes on the video if you haven't yet done so. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. I will definitely appreciate it. I'm going to put up a poll, guys, and with United, with Man United leading, 1-0. Who wins from here? So Liverpool in, attack, and Luis Diaz is stopped in his tracks. So I'm actually gonna get this dealt with. And okay, Man United, Liverpool do have a free kick. Not so much dangerous position. And I'm gonna whip up a poll right about now. Liverpool, and I'm gonna add another option of a draw. Okay, so there's going to be a poll live on the channel right now, guys. Make sure you participate and, vote in the poll right now. Free kick comes in and it's dealt with, and it's played long by Marcus Rashford. I don't know why he did that. There was actually no runners for that ball. It's getting kind of hot in here, though. Let me get that fan up on the table right now so give me some ventilation, man. I'm getting a little excited here for this game. So 1-0 to Manchester United, man. Look, if either team lose the game, I'm cool with it. If there's a draw, I'm super cool with it. If Liverpool wins, I'm cool. Anybody wins, I'm cool with it here, man. I just want a good game of football. But if Liverpool does lose, my God, you will. If Liverpool lose today, Man United dispossessed Firmino on two extra with that attempted lob. It goes over to Mo Salah. Malacia deals with it, and Henderson scuffs his opportunity after Salah with the outside of the foot cross. So 28 minutes gone, and Man United lead at home. So we got a poll live. And in the poll right about now, we do have some votes. And let me see what you guys are actually saying for the votes. We got 17 votes. 18% of you guys are actually saying that Man United are actually going to go on to win this game. 65% are still going with a Liverpool win. You guys, let me do not be delusional, okay? Don't be delusional. At least vote for a draw. At least vote for a draw. And it goes up to 67% still think Liverpool are going to win this game. As United are dispossessed. Andy Robertson, who did get taken off in the last game, gives it to Luis Diaz, who scored a blinder against Crystal Palace. And he's well dealt with by Diego Dallo. You got to give Dallo some credit here. The ball is still in play. And it's a foul on Diego Dallo against Luis Diaz. Great work by Diego Dallo in order to keep up with Luis Diaz. We know how lively he is, man. And if Liverpool are to get back in this game, it's going to take something special from either Salah or Luis Diaz. Because Firmino is acting like he doesn't want to play as a striker today. You see what I mean? He's playing as a deep line creative midfielder. That's what he's doing. You know, that's exact nothing else. So the ball goes long. And Joe Gomez gives it to Trent. Trent lobs it back over his head, and it goes to Firmino, who nutmegs Christian Eriksen. Harvey Elliott, former Fulham youngster. He goes forward with some pace. Bruno in pursuit. Firmino, not playing as a striker, as I mentioned, guys. Goes over to Andy Robertson. Well taken. Goes back. Luis Diaz. Dangerous position here. Luis Diaz goes against Dallo. He squares, and what a block by Diego Dallo, who's looking like he's, earning his place in the team ahead of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So Liverpool looking to get back in this game, remember, after that 16th-minute goal by Jadon Sancho. Great team goal, I have to say. Fantastic team goal, man. It doesn't get better than that. Man United, you look good in the opening half an hour here. I got to give it to you. In defense, you've been solid. Going forward, you've been very, very, very dangerous. And it's a surprise to me. It is a surprise. Big up to the boy Lego Dude. Palomo, moderate, Mopper in the house, and the corner is dealt with. It goes back to Joe Gomez, who sprays it wide to Trent. First time ball into the box, and it's a waste all the way into the crowd as United would reset and go again. Unprecedented stuff, guys, as Liverpool trail Manchester United. Listen, what we're going to do really quick, let's go back to the Liverpool game so far this season. First match against Fulham. Liverpool trailed after the 32nd minute goal by Mitrovic that came back via a Darwin Núñez goal. Mitrovic from the penalty spot to go ahead and Salah to equalize. Let's go back. Let's take a look at a Crystal Palace game here. Will Zaha scored in the 32nd minute. Luis Diaz equalized. So it's been 3 games on the bounce that Liverpool have trailed so far this season, and they have unable to overturn that deficit to get 3 points. So it seems like this one's heading for either a draw or for a United win. What's the poll looking like? 34 votes, okay? If there's a change in the score, I will tweak and put up another poll, okay? I'll tweak the thing and put up another poll, to get you guys involved in the live stream. 20% are voting for Man United win, while we have 69% going for Liverpool to overturn this. Joe Gomez, he goes long, looking to pick out Salah, but only gets Terrell Malacia. Malacia is going backwards. And well done to pick out Lisandro Martinez, who's looking a lot more comfortable today after first 2 opening games are very poor. Long ball attempted for Rashford, but two players are not on the same page here. So Marcus Rashford is another player that we could actually talk about. Look, he has not really been that good. Let's keep it 100%. He has to step his game up, man. He came on the scene since 2016. I remember when Marcus Rashford got what was got out the blocks. He was given his debut from the academy and everything. And I had just actually discovered the player in career mode. I was using a faceless player by the name of Marcus Rashford. He didn't have no face in the game. I never heard of him before, but I just picked him up by doing some scouting in career mode, and he was banging him in for fun. And then I went to work and heard this guy talking about Rashford, and I'm like, okay, wow. So you do discover players when you play career mode, okay? So don't tell me, oh, why are you talking FIFA, Nam? You know, it's football. It's all football. So Trent with the throw. Looking to pick out Salah. Malacia versus Salah, and Salah is dispossessed. Mo Salah has been poor, though. Let's just keep it real. And another chance here, it seems like, for United. Alisson comes out and deals with it valiantly, and he goes into the crowd. Listen, Salah, whoa, and it's a long throw. Ilanga versus Gomez and Trent. Bruno Fernandes gives it back to Ilanga. Sancho in the open. Sancho is dispossessed, however, and Henderson looking to go forward. Henderson smothered, gives it to Harvey Elliott, to Mo Salah, and it's dealt with again. It's dealt with. So far, Terrell Malacia versus Salah has been all Terrell Malacia. So Matata United is saying, Dom, how is your mood so far? I'm in a good mood, man. I'm in a good groove. Listen, look, the further Liverpool goes behind Man City is the better I feel. You know what I'm saying? The better I feel. Even though it doesn't matter who wins. I don't have any control when it comes to that. But I did predict Liverpool to win the title. So if they fail to do so, I'll be like, listen, man, at least I predicted y'all to win the title and you flopped out. You see what I'm saying? So United defending. Very good football for Liverpool. Salah gets an opportunity. He plays it to Trent. It squares and it's dealt with. Harvey Elliott's shot is blocked by Eriksen and it lands for Jadon Sancho. Sancho goes back and Diego Dallo gets it. He looks very comfortable on the ball. He plays it long, but Van Dijk comes and deals with it. And Henderson plays it back to Joe Gomez. If United actually win this game, on the thumbnail, you'll see Jadon Sancho in a Man City jersey. That's what I'm going to put up. I'm going to rub it in. Even though he doesn't have any loyalties to Man City, but still, man, I'm going to do that. Just like I did the Vieira thing last week. So Eriksen gets it away from James Milner. Klopp needs to take Milner off. Klopp has to take off Milner. If you got to come back in this game, you got to take off Milner. He offers absolutely nothing. Creatively, nothing. What Milner's best role is, on the bench, when a player gets injured, bring him on. Left back, right back, midfield, wherever you need him. But not from the start. Listen, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. Not from the start. Not from the start at all. So Van Dijk gets it. Gives it to Gomez. Man United are not pressing. They're allowing Liverpool to just do their thing. I think they got to up their pressing game to actually, keep this advantage, or, we're going to see Liverpool equalize sooner rather than later. So Luis Diaz having a difficult time against Diego Dallo as well. Henderson goes back. Van Dijk. Liverpool could actually look to play the ball long over the defense like they were doing against Crystal Palace, even though they didn't have a lot of success doing that. As Elliott plays it long and Milner is dispossessed by Lisandro Martinez. What am I telling you? Listen, I've been watching enough football to know this thing and to read this game. Milner ain't ready yet. Milner, you're not ready yet. I'm going to keep it 100. Klopp is not sending the right message here by actually starting Milner. Fabio Carvalho should be out there running up and down, gaining some experience and being a goal threat. Why did you sign him if you're going to continue playing Milner? Future manager in the championship. Oh, my God. And another player who needs to be taken off the field is Andy Robertson. Tsimikas needs to be given a chance from the start. I'm going to keep it 100. So, Terrell Malacia, just like how Luke Shaw was dropped, Klopp needs to do something on the other team, the other side. David De Gea gives it to Varane. Is there a mistake here? Varane does well so far, and it goes up for a Liverpool throw. Varane under a lot of pressure there. Didn't even know what to do, but he got out of the little trouble he almost got himself in. So Liverpool are going to look to do a long throw with Andy Robertson, it seems. And the Scotsman has not been his best so far this season. I got to keep it 100%. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. We got 41 likes. We need 9 more to get to 50. The poll has 44 votes, which means, an almost opening, but United were unable to actually keep the advantage there. And Bruno Fernandes is taken down. Fernandes has been working hard, has not been, his usual dangerous self in terms of a goal threat or in terms of, his creative end of it, the creative side of his game, as Darwin Núñez and Thiago looks on. Liverpool are actually going through an injury crisis right now, guys. Jota is out, Curtis Jones, Konate, Matip, Thiago. Who else? Oxlade-Chamberlain, Van Dijk. Ooh, that was very, very lax by Virgil van Dijk as Marcus Rashford was running in from behind and he could have actually stole that ball to go in on goal. So Firmino gives it to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent looking for that out ball. He doesn't get any help. He might need to go back. He goes all the way back to Firmino playing as a midfielder. Henderson gets it. Jordan Henderson as he picks up Salah. Harvey Elliott, he got to take a shot. He doesn't. And Man United gets the ball back and Varane clears it to Joe Gomez. So, look, man, Mo Salah has not been good so far in the game. Let me just point that out. I'm going to give the criticism where it needs to be given. Henderson gets it. Andy Robertson. Robertson back to Henderson. No creativity so far in this game by Liverpool at all as they're unable to pierce the Man United defense. Firmino to Elliott. Elliott to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He decides against putting it into the box first time. Salah gets it. It's a chance. And what a big block by Lisandro Martinez, who's putting his body on the line all game. And you got to give him a lot of credit here for the work that he's been doing. So, good. A better sequence of play by Liverpool. Good square by Trent. And Salah wasn't able to. He should have actually faked the shot and take the shot on the second attempt. But Lisandro Martinez making himself a nuisance so far in Man United's defense. So, corner, Andy Robertson. He plays it in. This looks dangerous. Oh, this almost put into their own net by Man United. Harvey Elliott goes, and it goes out. That was almost the equalizer as it was first dealt with and almost put in by who it looks like. It was Bruno Fernandes. United actually dealt with it first. It was dealt with. Oh, it was actually a header straight to Bruno Fernandes. It was going out. It was actually going out, and Bruno Fernandes hit it straight onto Lisandro Martinez. It hit his arm, but to be fair, the arm was down. No, it was actually under his arm. That's not a penalty. But that was very, very lucky, though. United, a nervy moment in defense there as Liverpool comes very, very close to equalizing. So it's still 1-0, 42nd minute. We're closing into the first half here, and Liverpool are trailing. All right? Things are not going too well so far this season for Liverpool as Man United lead a goal to nil. And usually when things are not going well for Liverpool, you don't see the fans, okay? You really don't. You see what I'm saying? So don't expect many Liverpool fans to show up to this live stream if they continue to trail. Ball goes in, and it's a dangerous ball by Jordan Henderson as Luis Diaz unable to hold it under his spell. Varane goes long to Marcus Rashford. This looks dangerous. Rashford attempts to go past Van Dijk, but well done. Intelligent defending by Van Dijk. He read the whole play as Milner gets it. Milner looks to reset and go forward. James Milner goes back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk has been formidable still, though. You got to give him that. You definitely got to give him that. But if Liverpool continues to play this kind of football and not win the title this season or next season, guys, we might see Van Dijk move on to, you know what I'm saying, Real Madrid, maybe, Barcelona. I'm going to just put it out there. You know what I'm saying? If the club is not being successful anymore, the player might seek a new adventure. I know Liverpool fans might say, no, chance here, and Robertson's shot gets blocked by Varane. I have to say that Rafa Varane and Lisandro Martinez has been very good today for Manchester United. They have been good. I gotta give it to them. I gotta give it to them, man. They've been very intelligent in their movement and putting their bodies on the line and everything. No nonsense stuff by the United defense, man. Gotta keep it 100%. You know, even though I don't like United, I gotta keep it real. And Robertson, and it's dealt with. The corner dealt with. Joe Gomez gets it. He's gonna go back out wide to Robertson. Bruno Fernandes does well to block that pass, and it goes off for a Liverpool throw. 2 minutes plus extra time left in the first half as Liverpool seek to get back in this game. And they had to labor so far and not many chances. Let's take a look at the stats really quick in this game. Ball goes long. Milner plays it into the middle, and David De Gea smothers. So in terms of stats, guys, the win probability is 53% in favor of United right about now. Liverpool with only a 20% chance of winning this game, okay? A 27% chance of a draw. You guys are saying, still 63% are saying that Liverpool are going to win. I suggest that some of you guys who's voted Liverpool change your prediction to United or a draw. Because Liverpool are not playing with the type of, you know what I mean, panache that we usually see them, you know, the intensity, the creativity. Oh, this could be a nervy moment there where Van Dijk and Alisson almost got the ball stolen from them. So they're playing with a lot of fire here, man. A Dalot versus Luis Diaz. That's a dangerous play, and it could be a potential red card, maybe? A yellow? He's going in his pocket. Okay, it's just a yellow for now. VAR might take a look at this as he uses permanent marker to write down Diego Dalot's number. Let me see what happened here. So Diego Dalot goes down. Not a bad play. Not a bad play. That wasn't dangerous. He actually won the ball, but he went in behind the player, which, you know, is deemed a foul. So 6 shots at goal so far by Liverpool, none on target. Okay, that's the important stat. For Man United, 5 shots at goal, 1 on target. Liverpool with a whopping 70% of the ball. 70% of the ball, and they're still unable to get back into this game, man. So let's see. Free kick for Liverpool, and it's dealt with. Marcus Rashford punts it down the field as Joe Gomez is going to look to put it up for one last attack as there's only 1 minute. He goes all the way back to Alisson Becker, probably resigned to, you know, taking a 1-0 deficit going into the first half break here. Alisson still has it. Is he going to go long? He goes long. Right foot. And only falls to a United head. Varane. Tall, lanky figure of Varane. Elliott picks it up. Last play, potentially, goes to Robertson. Robertson, he got to go forward. Switches to Trent Alexander-Arnold. And that's it for the first half of this game. Liverpool 0, Manchester United 1. We got 53 votes in the poll, guys. And still, 64% thinks that Liverpool are going to overturn this. You guys, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say about you guys, man. I don't know what to say about you guys. I don't know. I don't know what to say about y'all, man. You guys are kind of, you know, I don't know. Guys, we need 5 more thumbs up to get to 50. I'll appreciate it if we hit 50 before the second half starts. Back with another watch along. You know, this is what, the second watch along this season? Actually, the third. I did one for the United Brentford game, the second half. And this is now the third one where I did Crystal Palace versus Liverpool last week. And I'm going to look to do a watch along at least once per week. You know what I'm saying? To just, you know, do more watch alongs, get you guys, you know, used to the watch alongs, because when the World Cup come around, once I'm available, I'm going to look to do a few. So and look for the World Cup content coming in the near future, guys. I'm working on a big video. I'm working on a big series actually, but it's to deal with the 2026 World Cup. I tend to do this in advance, do some 2026 World Cup content, and then I'm gonna come in with the 2022 predictions and all that good stuff. But let's take a look at what we have so far in this game, man. United won, courtesy of a 16th-minute goal scored by Jadon Sancho. Very, very good goal, I have to say. And Liverpool nil. The closest they came was from a corner where a header was blocked by Bruno Fernandes and almost diverted into his own net. And kudos to Lisandro Martinez for being at the right place at the right time and stopping it from going into the back of the net. So goal line clearance by Lisandro Martinez, who I think has been one of the best players on the day for Manchester United. Rafa Varane has also been very good in defense. Anthony Ilanga is proven himself to be a menace as well to the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold and Joe Gomez. So you definitely got to give credit when credit's due, though. You have to. Marcus Rashford has not been so dangerous, but you got to give the likes of Christian Eriksen some credit. Ilanga, as I mentioned, Bruno Fernandes working very, very hard. McTominay being a nuisance whenever he can. But the Malacia, I actually have to point out, and Diego Dallo. Let's take a look at the SOFA score right about now to see what each and every player looks like in the first half in terms of score. So for Liverpool, the best player is said to be Jordan Henderson with a 7.0. Let's see what Henderson looks like so far in the game. 43 touches, 5 long balls, 3 completed, 1 shot that was off target, 2 ground duels, 1 aerial duel, 1 possession lost 8 times. That is a very important stat right there. Possession lost 8 times, okay? 1 shot blocked and only 2 tackles completed here. So, look, even though he's ranked a 7 so far in the game, he has not been good. Losing possession 8 times is not good. Let's see what Harvey Elliott has done. How many times have he lost possession so far in the game? 4 times, right? 35 touches in the game. In terms of key passes, 1. Passing accuracy, 90, which is good. But, he got to have, more creativity because that's what he's playing as, a creative midfielder. No ground duels won, no aerial duels won. So right now, Man United are winning that midfield battle. James Milner, who I criticized heavily, how many times he's lost the ball? 10 times. 10. I cannot make this up. 10 times. Okay? An 81% pass accuracy, which means he gave the ball away 5 times as well. This is not good. Man United are actually turning up today and Liverpool are not. Okay? The midfield battle have been won so far by Manchester United. Let's go to Scott McTominay. Let's see what he's done. 19 touches. He's not been involved in the game because Liverpool, they've had 70% of the ball. But how many times he's lost possession? Only twice. He's won 2 ground duels, 1 aerial duels out of 2. Right? In terms of tackles, he's completed 1 and 1 interception. A very important interception, 2, that I think led to the goal. 2 clearances. So that's where Man United are actually winning the game. You go to Christian Eriksen. Key passes, well, he's not been that good. 67% pass accuracy, no key passes. But he's mainly been playing as a deep line midfielder, right? How many times he's lost the ball? 8 times. Not very good by Christian Eriksen, I got to say, in the game so far. His ranking is a 6.8 nevertheless. But, he's not been great. Let's not act as if he's been so great in the game. He's not been super, super great in the game, right? So we got to go to Bruno Fernandes. Let's take a look at Bruno Fernandes, where in terms of he's lost possession 10 times as well. So the United midfield, even though I think they having a little edge over Liverpool, they have not been great either. But overall, as a team, United have shown up collectively, as a collective unit. Let's put it that way. But what Sancho did there to Milner is just showing back. And they're actually saying that Van Dijk should have actually tried to close down Jadon Sancho and help him out a little bit more. And he didn't do that. So, look, Jadon Sancho, 7.4, the highest rank. What he's done, he scored a goal, 17 touches, and that's basically all he's done. He hasn't done much because United hardly had the ball, right? So it's probably a story, most likely the story is Liverpool failing to break down Manchester United and failing to be creative enough to get past the likes of Lisandro Martinez, who I think has been good so far in the game. You go to the blocks. You got to go down to there's a couple blocks, I think. Some shots blocked. There was one shot blocked. I didn't see. There's been nothing. Okay, block shots one and two clearances. And we go to Rafa Varane and see what he's done. 4 clearances and 1 interception, 2 tackles. All right, so look, Liverpool got to do much better in the second half. Much, much better. They're not testing David De Gea enough. He haven't made any saves yet in the game. That says a lot. A player like David De Gea, who's under a lot of pressure from the previous game, you got to put a lot of pressure on him. You got to test him. And he's not being tested. He ain't being tested at all. So Liverpool gotta, pull their act together. Gotta get Salah involved a lot more. Missy Malacia here, and Malacia 23 touches, lost possession 6 times. In terms of ground duels, 4. He's won 2 out of 4. Not gonna win much aerial duels. He's very short, but he's done well. 2 tackles. He dribbled past once, 1 interception, 1 clearance. So look, at the end of the game, we'll have a clearer picture when it comes to stats, right? But in summary, Liverpool not doing anything with the possession so far in the game. You see what I mean? And another thing that I just took a look at here, if you look at the age, 28.5, Milner getting the start here. I think, when I look at the age, it reminds me that Milner is starting. Klopp has to take off Milner. He has to take Milner off. Halftime. Send a statement. Take Milner off. Bring on Fabio Carvalho. And something might actually go Liverpool's way in this game. For United, they don't need to do anything. Nothing at all. Nothing. Just leave it the way it is. Not yet. Maybe later on you could bring fresh legs on. Maybe a Wan-Bissaka if Dallo is looking like his stamina is waning. Give Wan-Bissaka some game time. I don't know if he's, actually going to feature in Ten Hag's plan this season. But if he's there and he's getting paid, use him. You see what I mean? Maybe Donny van de Beek to help out. Maybe Fred a little later on. Maybe Cristiano Ronaldo. Maybe a standing ovation for the last time in a United jersey. Anthony Martial to run at Liverpool's defense. United with the edge, 1-0. Big up to everybody in the house right about now, man. What are you guys saying in the chat right now? Moderate Mapper. United will not finish top 4 even if they win this game. Look, we don't know this. I didn't predict them to finish top 4, but we don't know. Maybe a turnaround is on the horizon. Maybe with the signing of Casemiro. Maybe if they do get Anthony. You see what I mean? Maybe if Ronaldo leaves and they bring in Anthony or another player or two, but they could turn a page here. They could improve on their opening 2 games because they've done that. Let's keep it real. As much as we want to banter and talk a bunch of shit about United, they've played well in this game. Mohamed Aziz, big up to you, man. He's saying, Dom, why is Fabinho not playing CDM instead of Mill? I don't know, man. This is a weird decision by Klopp for me. Maybe he's not 100%. Maybe it's just a tactical move. I don't know. I don't know the reasoning behind why Klopp did not start Fabinho. But according to Liverpool fans, Fabinho is the best defensive midfielder in the world. and he's on the bench. Anyways, let me read some more comments. So let me see. Last week, I did talk about that, right? I did mention this. Last week, Tyreek Mitchell pocket Salah. This week's Terrell Malacia is pocketing Salah so far. Indeed, indeed. Dom, it looks like Chelsea will replace Liverpool in top 4. Ain't looking good. What do you mean in terms of my prediction, right? But it seems like Martial is going to start the second half here, and it could be instead of Rashford. That could be a very, very good change because Rashford has been trashford as of late. I got to keep it real. So let me see why you expect with what do you expect with Milner, Henderson, and Elliott, right? I know. One's old, one's young, and the other is not as maybe mobile as most midfielder. So look, Dom, why have Liverpool been so poor these past games? I'm still asking myself the same thing. I'm trying to figure that out. And I know a lot of Liverpool fans are trying to figure that out. Big up to Angel, who's saying Diaz by far our best player. Yeah, man, there's been some indifferent results this week for the big teams. Chelsea losing, City drawing, and now Liverpool trailing as well. So, it could be that type of weekend. Let me see what else we have here. Big up to MW Choli in the house. Man United are mainly fighting. That's the main difference. So you're saying Man United are playing with more intensity than Liverpool. Is that what you're saying? Big up to Tanya Kishner, who's saying, hey, big up, we weak. Big up to you. Big up to the boy Yusuf in the house. Absolutely disgusting performance. Why did Firmino not start? We need to wake up. Who else we got here, man? Foot Dribbler in the house, man. Big up to my boy Foot Dribbler coming in from Connecticut, who's saying, LOL, not surprised Man United are beating Liverpool. Who else we got here? I love this game. We're losing this game in the midfield, but otherwise it's all good. Let me see. Bandile 126. Damo, you're going to do a video on how Barcelona used lowest players with big salaries and then strong arms into salary cuts. I remember Man City wanted De Jong, but salary request was too high. Look, I don't actually talk too much about Barcelona on the channel, but when it comes to the Champions League, we're going to get more into Barcelona and everything. I watched the first half of the Barcelona Real Sociedad game yesterday, but I went into the second half and I started watching some cricket, and then, I didn't go back to the game. And then I didn't even finish the cricket match as well. So, yeah. So, but I did watch a lot of football on the weekend. I watched Bayern beat Bochum 7-0. I watched Real Madrid, the game there for who did Real Madrid play again? Can't even remember, but I did watch that game as well. What else did I watch? I tuned into a bit of the Inter Milan game, the back end of the Inter Milan. Who did they play? Spezia, one of them teams. So I have been watching a lot of football because after all, I have access to the games. I have Peacock TV. I have Paramount Plus. I do have ESPN Plus. I have everything you can think of except maybe Fubo TV or what's that other one called, man? Fanatiz. But I have a lot of football, man. I could watch a lot of football. Brazilian League, Argentinian League, Asian Champions League, Copa Libertadores. That's why I'm going to attempt to do a lot of watch-alongs this season, man, because I have the football. So, I'm going to actually start doing some other watch-alongs of some other leagues. So, guys, make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. What are we looking like in the poll? We got 99 votes, okay? So that means we've already had 99 people come in the live stream and touch the poll. If you haven't yet voted in the poll, check it out. And it's still 1-0, so the poll is very relevant. And 34% of people thinking that United are going to go on to win, while 51% says that Liverpool would win. It's actually gone down to 50, and 16% are voting for a draw. Let's get back to the action, okay? So let's actually go back to Google and let's see what changes have been made here. So we had a change, definitely have a change. Let's refresh that and go down here as Anthony Martial is on the field. It's not been updated yet, but in terms of commentary, let me see what they say in here. We got some some visuals there for your eyeballs, guys. You know, what I mean, I know you guys like visuals, but there's no update yet. But seems like it's Marcus Rashford. Liverpool in attack. Harvey Elliott. Let's get back to this view. Mo Salah. James Milner. James Milner with a shot, and it's blocked by Dallo. And it's blocked by Dallo again. Bruno Fernandes look for the out ball, and it hits the ref. And this is going to be off Milner. So uncontested drop ball in favor of Liverpool. It should be. So let's just scroll back up here where we see the score to remind everybody that United are leading Liverpool 1-0. So Joe Gomez gets it. No changes for Liverpool at the halftime break, it seems. Trent Alexander-Arnold gives it back to Harvey Elliott. Alexander-Arnold back to Gomez. Gomez to Van Dijk. Van Dijk's still looking very good, though, but he's been criticized that he could have closed down Sancho a bit better. Robertson gives it away. United gets it back, but yeah, they still have it. McTominay with a mistake. Scott McTominay. Luis Diaz with a mistake, and Firmino gets the ball taken away from him. Firmino has not been that sharp as well, guys. He has not been sharp as well, so he definitely got to up his game, man. He's been playing as a midfield. Oh, what just happened there? As Andy Robertson looks to get that ball and he slipped. So, guys, in terms of some scores around the other leagues, I give you some updates on that as we go along. I'm looking to just, spice up my commentary game. Right now, live, we have Girona versus Getafe in La Liga. Yesterday, Barcelona defeated Sociedad 4-1 with a brace by Robert Lewandowski. I did see the first goal. Ousmane Dembele and Ansu Fati scored as Barcelona run to their first win this season. So it's 2 games, 1 win and 1 draw for Barcelona as they look to get that title away from Real Madrid. So back to the game. Liverpool going forward, and James Milner, who's playing everywhere. It seems as if he's given a free roam license to do whatever he wants to do, and he's at right wing, left wing, midfield, center back, everywhere you could think of. So Trent Alexander-Arnold with a free kick in a dangerous position right about now as Andy Robertson circles. Does favor a Trent Alexander-Arnold actually whipping it in. So let me see what happens here. If Robertson takes it, it's going to be swerving into the goal. And it's Robertson. Dangerous. And it's dealt with by Manchester United. Rashford is still on the field. So let me see who was actually taken off here for Manchester United. And it was Elanga. That's a surprising move in my opinion. I think Elanga was very, very dangerous in the first half. Trent Alexander-Arnold goes forward. He looks dangerous. Trent squares it, and it's dealt with once again. And it's another block there as Jadon Sancho looks to keep it in, and it's a corner for Liverpool. So another big block here by United as they're staying compact. Liverpool with still the bulk of the possession, and you scroll down, you could see Liverpool still with 70% of the ball as they look to get back into this game with the equalizer. Man United cannot afford. They cannot afford for Liverpool to get back in the game because that means that the momentum will be with Liverpool. And if they score, they most likely will get a second. So Liverpool in their change of kits goes long. And it's Salah. And it's blasted over into row Z. And it's another wasteful chance by the Egyptian king on huge wages. Big up to everybody who's liked the video. We got 53 likes. Big up to everybody who voted in the poll. We got 108 votes in the poll as it's still relevant. Is it going to stay relevant all the way to 90 minutes? And guys, let me know how you feel about my German national team jersey. This is actually the first time I'm wearing it. It's not a real jersey like one that I bought from the store or anything. It's the Chinese version, but it still looks good. And as I mentioned before, who determines what's real from what's not real? They all made of freaking cloth, right? It's real cloth. You know what I'm saying? Not like one's made of paper and the other one's made of cotton. So Marcus Rashford going forward. This could be a dangerous play for United. And it's given away. Not given a handball as United protest the handball on Joe Gomez. In the midfield, Firmino gets bodied off the ball. Diego Dallo, and it's bounced off Firmino again. This could be dangerous as Jordan Henderson dispossesses Sancho. Sancho gives it to Anthony Martial, fresh on the field. Martial looking to prove himself this season. Christian Eriksen in space. Malacia goes all the way out to Marcus Rashford on the left. He switched to the left, and his shot is blocked by Harvey Elliott. So Marcus Rashford did play on the right in the first half. Ilanga played on the left. And now Marcus Rashford has switched to the left, and all the way on the right, it seems like it's Anthony Martial might be playing as a center forward now. So Malacia goes back to Christian Eriksen. Eriksen still with it, picks out McTominay, and it's a foul given for a tackle on Malacia, who's looking to cause a lot of malice here for for Manchester, for Liverpool. He's been, he's been menacing, and he's looking to live up to his name, Malacia. This jersey is actually a Chinese jersey, you know what I'm saying? And if you want the website, I'm gonna actually link me on Twitter or something. But I'm not promoting any illegitimate sites right now. Ball goes in, and it's dealt with by Alisson. Sancho gathers. Luis Diaz in pursuit, and it's called for offside. Yeah, I'm not looking to get my, but it's some Chinese website though. Big up to Carlos in the house. How are you doing? Malacia has been playing really well. Yes, he has. Who you got for the World Cup? I'm yet to decide who I got. Oh, I know who I'm going for the World Cup. I'm going to have to actually make a video on that. But I actually know the team I'm picking for the World Cup already, though. So, look, let's get back to some more La Liga scores in the meantime. And in terms of the games yesterday, Villarreal beat Atletico Madrid 2-0. Yeremy Pino, 73rd. Gerard Moreno in the 97th minute. Man United with the ball. Liverpool dispossesses. And well done. What a play by Malacia as Joe Gomez takes it back away from Marcus Rashford. High-intensity football now. End-to-end stuff. Jordan Henderson gives it away. And Anthony Martial gives it to Marcus Rashford. He's in behind Rashford. And it's a goal! And United goes 2-0 up against Liverpool. Marcus Rashford isn't onside. He pulls out the corner flag, and United are heading towards a victory here against their most bitter rivals, Liverpool. This is unbelievable stuff. Some turnovers in the midfield there by Liverpool, and the ball fell nicely to who I think it was Jadon Sancho, and from defense to attack, and that was actually Jordan Henderson with the mistake. This is going to be overturned. This might actually be overturned. I think this is offside, though. This looks offside. So VAR might actually get involved. This looks offside. Definitely looks offside, though. It looks offside. This is offside. This won't stand. And a reprieve for Liverpool here, as this goal is going to be chalked off for offside. Oh, it's given! What the fuck? This is given! How is this? This is given. That looks offside. that looks offside, though. I gotta say, that looks offside. That looks offside. And the goal stands. I don't know if the Liverpool defender's knee was ahead of his boot, but that looked a little offside to me, though. We might have to take a look at that. We might have to actually pull that up. But Manchester United are 2-0 up against Liverpool. It seems, and it's looking as if United are on the cusp of pulling off a very rare victory at home against Liverpool. The first time they would pick up a victory against Liverpool in the Premier League since 2018, as Liverpool in attack. And it's a big save by David De Gea. Luis Diaz with the chance, and De Gea equal to the task as they look to counter-attack. Jadon Sancho, who's been very good in the game so far, goes to McTominay. And Dallo, I think, goes long to Rashford. And the ball, Rashford with the ball against Trent Alexander-Arnold. Martial laid it on Rashford, and well done by Trent Alexander-Arnold. This is some crazy stuff right about now that we are witnessing. Liverpool are actually losing this game. Liverpool are losing, and Jordan Henderson with the poor touch, and Van Dijk wasn't able to gather, And no, that was actually Joe Gomez. That was Joe Gomez not able to catch up with Marcus Rashford, though. This is some unbelievable stuff we're seeing here. Very good finish by Marcus Rashford to beat Alisson at his near post there as well. And look, I don't wanna criticize Trent, but where was Trent? Attacking. Goes in by Eriksen. Jadon Sancho plays it on to Bruno. Is in space. Rafa Varane. Varane with it. Marcus Rashford. And it's well saved by Alisson Becker as Liverpool are being penned in. Liverpool are reeling right now against Manchester United, looking revitalized as, damn, this cannot, what am I watching here? I can't believe what I'm watching here. Rafa Varane looked like Ronaldo, juggling the ball and laying it off to Marcus Rashford, whose shot was saved by Alisson. Another corner here. It comes in and is dealt with by number 9, Firmino. It's going to be played out by Jadon Sancho. Back to Christian Eriksen, and it goes out for a throw. This is unbelievable stuff, man. Unbelievable stuff we're witnessing here, man. Guys, don't forget to come around for today's review of the weekend matches. I'm going to do it a bit later. And it's going to be, a hell of a review. We won't see a lot of Liverpool fans showing up because they're going to lose this game. I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to call it 57th minute, Liverpool are losing the game. And it's a matter of how much. It's a matter of by how much, because they're unable to break down Man United's defense so far in 57 minutes. Almost scored just now, though. But big save by David De Gea. Harvey Elliott gets a chance, and he sprays it wide with his weaker right foot here. Changes have to be made. Klopp got to do something. You got to make some changes, man. You got to make some changes. You got to take Milner off the field. He's a waste right now. So Fabinho is being readied. So it looked as if Milner is going to come off, but it's Firmino the man. What is Fabinho going to actually provide in terms of goal-scoring threat? You got to bring on Fabio Carvalho. You got to make some changes. Henderson, take him off. Take off Milner. Make changes. But the thing is, Liverpool options are very, very light. Man United goes forward. McTominay. I actually, that offside looked kind of dodgy too, that looked like it was offside. I don't know how VAR allowed that goal to stand though. I know Liverpool fans are going to be screaming that they were cheated when you go back and you look at the lines and everything that were drawn, because that looked offside to me. I'm going to keep it 100%. So Martial, number 9, Martial plays it to Marcus Rashford, looking to make the run. And Sancho, no, Bruno Fernandes is actually wide open, but well done by Alisson Becker to gather. And Liverpool are actually playing so high up the field that Milner has almost got his pocket picked there, and it's a foul given. Liverpool are playing so advanced with their fullbacks that whenever Man United get the ball back, they are so exposed, so vulnerable out wide. And I think something has to be done to remedy that. So changes being made. It seems like it's number 14. Who is that? Jordan Henderson off and Fabinho brought onto the field. Guys, 120 votes. It's a whopping 41% for Man United now and only 45% for Liverpool. 13% of you guys think it's going to end in a draw. What does Google say in terms of probability? It's now an 84% win probability for Man United, a 12% draw, and only 4% chance for Liverpool to win the game as it stands. That's why I'm calling it. Liverpool have only picked up 2 points in their opening 3 matches. 2 points. Could they overturn this horrible start? Game ain't over, but could they overturn this horrible start, guys, to go on to win the title? It is still possible. But 2 out of a possible 9 is not good. That's 7 fucking points dropped. 7 in the first 3 games. That's relegation form. Not saying Liverpool are going to get relegated, okay? Don't put words in my mouth. I'm just saying the form. as Liverpool are dispossessed again. And they go forward through Scott McTominay, looking for that out ball. And it's dealt with by Joe Gomez brilliantly. Luis Diaz gets it, and he's dispossessed, it seems. No, he gets it. He does well. Bruno Fernandes comes in. He does well still. Luis Diaz is working hard for the team, and it goes out for a Liverpool throw. And Man United got Liverpool pending. This is not the Liverpool team we saw last season get into the Champions League final, coming in second, only by a point to City, winning the FA Cup and winning the Carabao Cup. This is unprecedented stuff by Liverpool FC, losing currently to Manchester United. Guys, I'm telling you, whenever we make Premier League predictions, we just taking a guess, because a lot of these games come out to be totally different, man. You see what I'm saying? And in terms of my predictions this week, I probably got 4 right. That's poor. I'm failing. And when I fail, it means we usually get good games. And it's not predictable. United with it. Ball goes in. Bruno Fernandes with an attempt. Might have been offside though. Flag definitely should go up for that one. Scorpion kick attempt by Bruno Fernandes. So Liverpool need 2 goals to earn a point from this game. Henderson goes off the field. Fabinho comes on. Milner looking to run at Malacia, and he gives the ball back as Lisandro Martinez plays it out for a throw. So yesterday, as I mentioned, Villarreal did beat Atletico Madrid. Barcelona beat Real Sociedad. Real Madrid did beat Celta Vigo in their match. Athletic Club Bilbao defeated Valencia 1-0. Just some scores around the leagues. Martial against Joe Gomez. Martial, he goes past. What a ball! Jadon Sancho dispossessed. Martial gets it back. Anthony Martial! Ooh, and Virgil van Dijk does well to, mop that up. Milner gets it, plays it over to Andy Robertson, where he might be substituted pretty soon for Tsimikas. Robertson is going forward. Robertson, Luis Diaz making a run. He picks out Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz going to look to take on a few players here. Wonder goal. Firmino doesn't take the shot. Goes to Salah. Salah with the opening, and it's blocked by Tyrell Malacia. Everywhere Salah goes, Tyrell Malacia follows. Give it up to Malacia, man. Give it up to Tyreek Mitchell last week as well, as Salah is being pocketed for yet another week. You know what I'm saying? Guys, do you think the big wages are affecting Salah's performances? Like it's in his head, like, God damn, I made a whole lot of money this week and I'm not performing. Firmino with the chance and he misses his kick. This is poor stuff by Liverpool as they're playing some uncharacteristically bad football today, I have to say. Guys, smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. We got 50-something likes. I think we got about 53 likes. And if you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. And stick around for the brief post-match analysis coming up after the game. Salah gets it on the edge of the box. Martinez in pursuit. Salah, what does he have? Gives it to Luis Diaz. Lays it back to Salah. Plays it to Firmino. And the 2 players are not on the same wavelength. And it goes out for a goal kick. This is not good football by Liverpool. I'm going to take my time. Jurgen Klopp is livid on the touchline. Erik ten Hag, a relieved man, as he is on the cusp of picking up his first ever point as a Manchester United manager, and is coming against their biggest rivals, Liverpool. Fabio Carvalho is warming up. Tsimikas is warming up. Sepp Vandenberg is warming up. I don't know why he's warming up, though, but he shouldn't be allowed on the field today, or else, it could turn out to be very, very, very ugly. So Sarab Kumar is saying Liverpool will finish 3rd this season. Lego dude, Brentford beat United. United beat in Liverpool. Liverpool beat City in the Community Shield. Brentford for the title. I know, if you follow logic, right? Look at Darwin Núñez watching the game, man. He probably saying, God damn, I could have been out there helping my team right about now. Prediction on Klopp's excuses. We're gonna watch his post-match like we did last week and hear what he gotta say. Lampert, big up to you. Thanks for coming through. Guys, anybody you see comment in the live chat, they are subscribers. So make sure everybody, interact and be respectful to each other, you know what I mean? Because only subscribers are allowed to comment on the live streams, So big up to Moderate Mapper again. And big up to AD744 as Liverpool in pursuit. Trent plays it long. Finds Firmino. Lays it off to Salah. Finds Harvey Elliott. Goes across the box and it's too long for Andy Robertson as he has to recycle and he's offside and Liverpool gets another attack broken down. So, guys, let's just talk La Liga really quick. Match day 2 fixtures: Espanyol 0, Rayo Vallecano 2. And in terms of goal scorers, Isi, Palazon, and Pate 6. Sevilla 1, Real Valladolid 1. In this game, Tahumi in the 80th, Karim Rekic 86, 2 red cards, Marcos Acuna and Jarad El Yamik. First time I'm hearing about some of these players, to be completely real. So, long goal kick as Elliott keeps it in play. Malacia does well to pick out Eriksson. Liverpool get it back through Gomez. Harvey Elliott plays a brilliant ball to Firmino. Harvey Elliott looking very, very dangerous right now. Salah versus Malacia. What's it going to be? Malacia versus Salah. And it's Malacia winning the duel again. And it goes out for a goal kick. So Osasuna 2, Cadiz 0. Ezekiel Avila and Kike Garcia from the penalty spot. Thomas Alarson was sent off in the 76th minute of the game. Real Betis 2, Mallorca 1. In this game, Boya Iglesias in the 9th minute, Verdad Muriqui in the 56th, and Iglesias in the 73rd. Corner comes in, Robertson to take. It lands on Fabinho's head, and it's well smothered by David De Gea. A shot on target for Liverpool, finally, as De Gea has not been tested enough, but he did pull off a big save just now, like in the early stages of the second half there. So Liverpool are actually threatening to get back in the game. And if they do manage to score one, it could be a very, very, very tricky end to the match. So we go to the Real Madrid game where Karim Benzema in the 14th minute, Iago Aspas in the 23rd, Luka Modric scoring a peach of a goal in the 42nd. Oh! And Diaz with an opportunity, but well picked up by sweeper keeper David De Gea. Vinny Jr. on the break, brilliant goal to go around the keeper in the 56th, and Fede Valverde in the 66th minute. I did miss that goal. But Real Madrid starting very, very strongly this season with 2 wins in 2 matches. As Liverpool, look to get back in this game as they are 2 down against Manchester United. Look, we have not seen United dominate Liverpool this much recently. As recent, maybe as a cup match, we could remember when Liverpool were beaten by United. I think both City and Liverpool were, I can't remember if it was Man City, but Man United did beat Liverpool in a recent cup tie. So, that's the only success they've had since about 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So, Milner is still on the field, by the way, guys, as he goes back to Alisson. Over to Andy Robertson, who goes long and gives it back to Scott McTominay. Dallo, who's been very good in the game. Lisandro Martinez picks out Terrell Malacia, one of the best players on the day for United. Lisandro earning his money today. Dallo, he goes long, picks out the run of Martial. No, he doesn't, as Alisson gathers. So, Athletic Bilbao 1, Valencia 0. Alejandro Romero in the 43rd minute with the winner there. And going back to the Villarreal game, as I mentioned, Yeremy Pino in the 73rd, Gerard Moreno in the 97th minute. Just some scores across the grounds. And Elche 1, Almeria 1, Umar Sadiq in the 23rd, Alex Collado in the 30th, and Alex Centelles sent off for Almeria in the 32nd minute. So Malacia doing well again to keep the ball in for just a throw and not a corner. Terrell Malacia has been a revelation so far during his substitute appearances, and I think this is his first start for Manchester United, as he looks like he's going to definitely cement a spot at left back ahead of the likes of Luke Shaw, who might actually be backup. And that doesn't, bode well for Luke Shaw, strengthening his chances as being the left back for England at the World Cup. Fabinho gathers. He goes back to Virgil van Dijk. And Van Dijk goes all the way back to Alisson Becker. So the last update, Girona, a City Group club. So if I do have to have a Spanish club that I support, it automatically will be Girona, because I'm a City fan. Girona is part of the City Group. And they're 0-0 right now against Getafe. okay, who was a hell of a team a couple seasons ago when they made it to the Europa League as well. So 0-0, well, 0-0 in this game, but in terms of when I said this game, I mean Girona versus Getafe, but to just bring things back to the current match that we're watching as Fred is being readied. Man United 2, Liverpool 0 with only 20 minutes to go. Not good for Liverpool. Where my Liverpool fans at, man? Let me head on to Twitter and tweet something out right about now. Guys, if you don't follow me on Twitter, do so at Dominic Rich FC. And my boy Norando Brown is saying they finally finding out Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk has not been that bad in the game. I'm not gonna say he's been bad, you know what I mean? But let me just tweet where my Liverpool fans at. Oh man. I should say where the Liverpool fans at. I say my. Where you at? You know what I'm saying? Hashtag MUNLIV. God damn, what we got on our hands here today. This is an upset though. This is an upset. This is definitely an upset though. Big time. Big time. As a Liverpool fans, stream out of the live stream. Big up to the boy Dane Richards who said deserve this happiness at least temporarily as he's a United fan enjoying the lead right now against rivals Liverpool. So Fabinho, he goes all the way back to Virgil van Dijk as Liverpool stocks on the bench is very, very thin right now and they don't have many options as the ball goes back all the way to Lisandro Martinez. This is not good if you're a Liverpool fan. What does the poll say? 138 votes. 47% now think United are going to win. The fact that they're 2-0 up. Only 41% think Liverpool are going to win and 12% thinks it's going to be a draw as Fabio Carvalho is being readied, man. So Tanya is saying we are heady. Listen, we are paying for ignorance. What do you mean by ignorance? Tell me, explain yourself. Milner is still on the field, by the way. Let's just keep that. Let's just, let that be known. Milner is on the field still. As Fred is on as well. And let's see what changes were made. So Sancho is off, Ilanga is off, Martial and Fred is on the field. So those are the changes made for United. Milner is finally being taken off. Fabio Carvalho brought on. Jurgen Klopp, I double dare you to play Milner in the next game from the start. And let's move on to the next game, man. For Liverpool, the next match will be against Bournemouth. An easier fixture, but judging from the way Liverpool are playing so far this season, I don't know, man. I don't know. Seriously. And you got to give shout outs to Casemiro in the stands right now, enjoying the first Manchester United game. And he's probably happy to say, hey, man, I think I made the right decision. United on the counter-attack here. Bruno Fernandes plays it up wide. Dallo plays it into the box, and it's dealt with. Bruno gets it back. Heavy touch, and he goes down, and it's given the opposite way, and he's going to give him a yellow card for diving. Bruno Fernandes with the dive here, and he smiles. Tried to buy one, but unsuccessful. Bruno, his influence has definitely dwindled over the last few seasons. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, what a dive. What a dive by Bruno Fernandes. I know Robertson did stick out the leg, but that was a dive. Bruno was looking for it. So Salah with it. Salah has been, poor in the game so far. Eriksen to Rashford, and that looks offside by Anthony Martial. United they have been better in the game. They have been better in the game. I have to keep it 100%. They have been better. No doubt about it. They have been the better team. I actually have the commentary over here, guys. Where is it? The commentary is in the air right now because I'm watching the game from my laptop on peacock.com. So I have the commentary. Salah looks offside, but he's not. Fabio Carvalho gets a shot, but Salah was offside. You see? On point. So I smash the thumbs up button. We got 56 thumbs up. Could we get it to 60? The goal was 50. Could we get it to 60? Like the video if you haven't yet done. So we got 140 votes in the poll. 48% think United are going to win this one. So I'm going to end the poll, guys, because it's 1-0. But I have to actually end this poll and leave it at that. I'm gonna have to leave the polling at that. Maybe I'll ask another question in the poll. Let me see. Maybe I'll ask a poll about Man United. In terms of United and their next game, guys, let's take a look at what they got. United, the next game. Rashford with it. Rashford with it. Marcus Rashford. Ooh! It fizzes over the crossbar. I think he hit it a little bit too hard. And United are looking to finish off the game strongly with a third goal against rivals Liverpool. So Southampton away is the next game for United. You got to be very careful because Southampton did pick up a victory in their last game. So they, even though they're still gelling as a new team and transitioning, they could be a very dangerous outfit. So Alexander-Arnold in pursuit. Still 15 minutes for Liverpool to bag a draw here. Carvalho lays it over to Elliott, a little heavy. Elliott goes into the box. This is dangerous, but it's dealt with by Rafa Varane. Rafa Varane deals with it. Salah. Carvalho gets it. It bounces kindly, and United deals with it right now. Marcus Rashford plays it over, but Alexander-Arnold helps out and plays it back to Alisson Becker. That was a nervy moment for Man United, as Lisandro Martinez is suffering from a little bit of cramp. And they will be hoping that Lisandro Martinez is not injured and Harry Maguire has to come on the field. You don't want Maguire on the field. You really don't. You don't. Did he get a hit? Did he get stepped on? No. A little cramping in the calf area. He should be okay, though. It's an Argentine center-back looking to, get a spot at, in the squad for the World Cup. I think he should be in the World Cup squad, though. And $68 million, though. It's a lot of money paid for a 5'9" defender. A center-back, I should say. A lot of money. So let's go back here to the game. United 2, Liverpool 0. I predicted a Manchester United loss, of course, guys. And Liverpool are losing. Liverpool are losing. I don't mean to laugh, but this is funny, though. This is funny. And I didn't expect this. I really didn't expect this, though. I seriously didn't, though. I didn't expect this. This is shocking stuff, man. Salah, and the ball's been dealt with so far. Is the flag going to go up? It goes all the way out, and it's a corner for Liverpool. This is actually some shocking stuff by Liverpool, I gotta say, man. Shocking. See what I'm saying? Shocking vibes FC right now. So Liverpool for their 7th corner. Could they actually get back in this game? Trent Alexander-Arnold. And it's, well headed into the ground by Roberto Firmino, but smothered again by David De Gea. These deliveries have not been that devilish, We used to more deliveries into the box by both Robertson and Alexander-Arnold, and we haven't been seeing a lot of that today, I have to say. And the creativity in the midfield has been lacking. Really, really lacking. Liverpool did get a few chances, you know what I mean? A few half chances, 1 or 2 clear-cut chances, but De Gea came up big. But nothing really that we could be like, yeah, they should have definitely scored that. You see what I'm saying? Not many of those. So he goes long. Fabio Carvalho, the youngster. He goes past one. He still has it. Fabio Carvalho. Malacia is coming over to the right. The ball goes into the box. It's loose. And it's dealt with by Bruno Fernandes. It goes out for a throw. The United players have collectively played well. I have to say. They've played very, very well. And they're looking to keep their clean sheet intact. They're looking to keep that lead intact. And they don't want a nervy last 15 minutes at all. So, well done by Fred coming on for Sancho. Bruno Fernandes picks out Martial, who came on for Ilanga. Martial swivels, picks out Fred as United look to counter. Trent, Gomez beats Christian Eriksen to the ball. Alisson gets it. Liverpool with 10 minutes plus extra time to get a leveler. Well, two levelers actually. Two goals to level, I should say. You know what I mean? Can't even find the words right now. So what we got here in terms of the comments, man. Man, you finally overtaken Liverpool in the poll. Yeah, I know. Volatile. Hey, I'm a Liverpool fan, but this is a disgrace of a performance. Indeed. Elliot and Bruno Fernandes throws him off his game. Joe Gomez. Gomez goes to Firmino. Firmino goes over to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Gets it. This could be a dangerous play, and it's once again dealt with by Dallo. It goes into the box, and it's what a save! What a save by David De Gea. That was almost into the back of the net by Roberto Firmino, it seems, as Liverpool look to claw back into this game. Andy Robertson with a brilliant ball into the box. I was just actually talking about that. That was not really, that was not a shot. That was actually a scuffed clearance by Martinez that almost ended up in the back of his own net. So ball comes in and it's dealt with by Diego Dallo once again. Another chance. Fabio Carvalho with a chance, and it's well saved, and it's into the back of the net. Liverpool got one back, and it's Mo Salah, it seems, as Bruno Fernandes does not want to let the ball go for Liverpool to restart things, as Mo Salah looks for the ball to celebrate, and out of nowhere, Salah looking to fight Bruno Fernandes. They're looking to fight Bruno Fernandes for the ball. Oh, what am I seeing here? Bruno Fernandes doesn't want to give the ball back at all because he doesn't want Liverpool to get the momentum. And it's 2-1. We got a game on our hands here, guys. We do have a game on our hands. Or Man United going to bottle this 2-0 lead. They're going to bottle the 2-0 lead. So it's a corner. Trent Alexander-Arnold, it comes in. Dallo. Elliot. The shot from Carvalho, well saved. And the parry is not mopped up by United, and that you got to give it to Salah. You cannot blame the United defense here. That ball came back very quickly, and Salah was actually first to the ball. So even though Mo Salah has not been great in the game, in that moment, he was awake and not flat-footed like the Manchester United defense, and he scored. So this could be a good finish to the game. United 2, Liverpool 1. Bruno Fernandes gives it to McTominay. Oh, what a ball laid off to Martial. And it goes out for a Manchester United throw. 8 minutes of very, very good football we're going to witness right about now. Guys, make sure you like the video if you haven't yet done so, as the Egyptian king gives Liverpool a late lifeline. He's earning every single bit of that huge salary he's now on. I can't even remember the figure. How much is he on? United on the attack. Eriksen with the left-footed shot, his weak foot, and it's a waste of an opportunity to take United 2 goals ahead again. Cristiano Ronaldo is being readied. Ronaldo is going to be on the field ASAP, as soon as possible, and it's going to be an interesting finish. You're going to need his experience to just calm the players down and say, hey, man, let's, or be another goal threat for Manchester United. Who is it going to be for? Maybe Marcus Rashford. Fred does well. And United gives the ball away. Firmino, Elliot. Liverpool are looking dangerous. Are they going to equalize? Mo Salah. It goes past one. Trent puts it into the box. And it's dealt with. Eriksen flicks it back to Andy Robertson as Liverpool got their tails up right about now. Robertson to Elliot. Elliot with a lofted ball. It's dealt with. Malacia. And it goes all the way back to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who goes back to his fellow England defender, Gomez. Salah with it. He goes past Malacia, and Malacia mops up very, very well. I got to give it to the young Dutchman. He's been well. He's been doing very, very good against Mo Salah in that duel. So Mo Salah with the goal scored as Liverpool look to add some impetus to their attack. Kostas Tsimikas is being ready to come on. Who is he going to be for? Is it Andy Robertson, or is it going to be for maybe Elliot or one of them players? Robertson with a corner. Is this his last involvement? It goes in, and it's dealt with by United. De Gea with the punch. Salah with it. Trent, he has a chance to shoot. Trent with the shot, and it goes wide, and it's wasteful as changes are being readied for both teams right now. Cristiano Ronaldo could feature for the last 5 minutes here. and Danny Van de Beek, along with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, is actually coming on. So triple change for Manchester United as two defensive type changes that, Van de Beek could come in for maybe a Bruno Fernandes, who's on a yellow. That'll be a dangerous situation to leave him on. Ronaldo could come on for maybe Rashford and Wan-Bissaka for Dallo. Let's see. So Ronaldo is coming on for Rashford. Okay, that one's right. Ronaldo for Rashford. CR7. This could be his final appearance for United or his final appearance, at Old Trafford. Let's see. Dallo comes off, and it should be Wan-Bissaka coming on as well for what could be his first appearance this season for Manchester United. I might be wrong. And Danny Van de Beek off the bench for yet another cameo. And who is he going to be for? Bruno Fernandes, maybe? He's for Christian Eriksen, who's looking a little winded, to be completely honest. And he fought throughout the game. I'm not going to say he's been overly brilliant, but he fought well. So there's been another change as well for Liverpool. And Liverpool, Henderson, Milner off the field. Robertson, the latest change, as Costa Tsimikas on. We've had change as well. Fabinho on and Fabio Carvalho with that very good shot that was parried by De Gea and headed in by Mo Salah. So that change has been a good one so far. All right. We only have 3 minutes plus extra time to go. Liverpool with the throw-in. Are Liverpool going to actually do it in Fergie time, right? Ironically, right? To get a draw. But it'll still be a big result for Man United, in my opinion, if they do gain a point. But they'll be disappointed to drop 2 points from, being 2 goals up. Liverpool would be very, very happy with the point after being 2 goals down as well. Fabinho goes to Joe Gomez, who's had a solid game so far, despite conceding twice. He goes over to Van Dijk, the anchor. Firmino. Elliott. Looking for help from Trent. He gives it to Trent. Gives it back to Elliott. Got to go forward. Liverpool got to be forward thinking here in their play. Fabinho. Only 3 minutes to go. Van Dijk goes over to Costa Tsimikas. He's very attack-minded. Luis Diaz, the Colombian, goes back to Van Dijk. Liverpool are looking to get back into this game with a second goal, which will be an equalizer. Salah plays it in, and it's dealt with, and is being put out for what could be a goal kick here. Very dangerous situation. Salah and Firmino almost linking up for that equalizer, but time is running out for Liverpool. And if you're a Liverpool fan, you would be worried right about now that you are, looking into the face of a defeat after picking up 2 draws in the opening games of the season here. It ain't looking good. I got to say, it ain't looking good at all for Liverpool. But they've had their best period of the game the last 15 minutes, though. 2 minutes plus extra time to go. United looking to hold on to a 2-1 lead. Liverpool looking to make it 2-2. Maguire not used in today's game as defensive options will actually explode. And Ten Hag chose to keep Varane and actually Lisandro Martinez on the field. Cristiano Ronaldo is on the field right now as we speak. He came on in the 86th minute. All right, Ronaldo puts it out for a Liverpool throw. Ten Hag doesn't, look like he's actually comfortable right about now. He's in his head. He's thinking. And I want to see his reaction if United actually holds on to this lead. Bruno Fernandes. He puts it out for another Liverpool throw in a more advanced area. Harvey Elliott working hard for his team. Leaves it for Trent Alexander-Arnold, who might look to play it in long with a long throw. Decides against it. Gives it to Elliott. Trent to Salah. This could be dangerous. Fabinho, and he's being blocked off by Malacia. And we have some theatrics here. Fabio Carvalho. And a lot of theatrics here by Lisandro Martinez. Something that is frowned on. Neymar stuff. I'm hungry, guys. I think I'll take a break. And later, I'll pop up for the review. Wonder what my wife would think about doing a review today as well, along with a watch along. She won't be so happy. She won't be too happy with that, but gotta do what I gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pop up for the review, man. And I can't do the review on tomorrow. Or maybe I should do the review tomorrow. Who knows? Should I? Nah. Maybe. I'll think about it. So United on the attack. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo with the shot that is wasteful. Goes up into row. Not Z, but maybe like row M. So 5 minutes of extra time. Liverpool do have 5 minutes to actually salvage a point here as Jurgen Klopp is screaming out some instructions or maybe screaming at the officials. Either one, he would be a worried man that they'll only pick up 2 points in the first 3 games of the season. That's intercepted by United. Malacia gives it to Bruno. Very good football hit. Bruno Fernandes. This is dangerous. Anthony Martial still. Martial, he lays it off almost to Danny van der Beek and it's intercepted as Fabinho is looking to keep the ball. And Harvey Elliott is stepped on by Malacia and nothing's being given. Just a foul as Elliott winces on the ground. And he needs to get up and continue with this game right about now. I know it might be more painful that I think, but still, Liverpool was struggling in that instance. Yeah, Malacia did step on his toes there. So Liverpool with the free kick. Alisson takes. Gomez goes to Fabinho, who started the game from the bench, and he's almost dispossessed here. All right, he's fouled. 3.5 minutes to go, guys, for Liverpool to bag a goal to make it 2-2. If you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. We'll definitely appreciate that. And if the scores hold, we won't see a lot of Liverpool fans for the post-match that I'm going to do after this. Let's just put it out there. Let's keep it real. Let us keep it real. Whenever I do the review, guys, I will take a look at some other leagues. We'll take a look at the La Liga again. The championship, Serie A. Take a look at the French league. I think PSG defeated Lille 7-0. And think about it. Lille won the title 2 seasons ago. And you losing 7-0 to PSG. Like, that's crazy. They sell all their best players anyways. The Southampton of the French league these days. Trent Alexander-Arnold with the free kick. Van Dijk wins the first ball. Ronaldo wins the second. Wan-Bissaka the third. And it lands nicely to Luis Diaz, plays it over. Fabio Carvalho underneath, and Wan-Bissaka wins it. Wan-Bissaka misses his kick. Van Dijk, Carvalho. Could this be the moment? McTominay versus Carvalho. And Carvalho gets it back to Luis Diaz. Is this a chance? It's dealt with by Bruno Fernandes, who's fought very well in this game. Danny van der Beek looking to, break on a counter here. Martial. Is this Martial? Yes, and he's fouled. Very unwise of him to actually dribble so deep in his defense, but he, gets fouled and Man United back in possession. 2 minutes to go, guys. 2 minutes. It's another opportunity there for United as Martial did get a heavy touch, almost laid it on for Danny van der Beek as well. So Liverpool basically, outplayed somewhat in this game. And I think United had a game plan to let Liverpool do their thing, have most of the ball, and break on the counter. That's how you beat Liverpool and City, though. So it's going to be a corner for Manchester United with only a minute and a half to go. And it seems like Liverpool fans should be resigned to losing this game. So I had 2 replies to my tweet where I said, where the Liverpool fans at? Let me see. Doug said he's here. The Anfield Red Wall. Haha, good one, Dom. We at the same place we were yesterday when Castle held City. Yep, indeed. But look, I know a lot of Liverpool fans were actually very, very happy that we drew yesterday, but at least we just drew the game and we didn't lose the game. You see what I'm saying? But right now, with only a minute, just 50 seconds of, time on the clock to go, Liverpool are on the cusp of losing to United like they did back in 2018, 2-1. And remember last season, Liverpool beat United 9-0. Cristiano Ronaldo with a chance, and he's being pushed to the ground, but nothing given. So the last time United beat Liverpool, it was actually let me see. It was 2-1 at Old Trafford 2018. Marcus Rashford with both the goals. Eric Bailly with an own goal. And the next time was a FA Cup fourth round game where United won 3-2 at Old Trafford. So those are the last two triumphs at Old Trafford. But the last few games at Old Trafford have been 5-0 win for Liverpool. There's been a 4-0 win, a 0-0 draw, a 2-0 a 1-1 draw, a 0-0 draw. So there's been a lot of draws, but last season was very embarrassing. So last moments of the game, guys. United in possession. Keep your eyes on Eric Ten Hag and how he celebrates here. Varane, he goes long. And the whistle goes! Eric Ten Hag punches the air. Jurgen Klopp shakes his hand and he walks down the tunnel. Well, he's shaking a couple hands right now. Maybe he's going to greet his players. And United have picked up their first ever win under Eric Ten Hag. And it's against their biggest rivals, historically, Liverpool FC. Wow. I didn't predict this. I predicted a win for Liverpool. 3-1, I think. And it's Manchester United coming up with a big performance on the day. Very indifferent performance than the first two games of the season where they lost to both Brighton and Brentford. And now they're beating one of the juggernauts of the Premier League 2-1 to show that maybe they're turning a page here. Or maybe we are jumping the gun. You see what I'm saying? But it's a big result. It's a positive result. And it will do their confidence a whole lot of good. It would also instill that belief in Eric Ten Hag that, okay, I got it right against Liverpool. I have something going. I did it without Ronaldo. I did it without Harry Maguire. Maybe this is the way going forward. And I got something working for me here. You know what I mean? The next test would be against Southampton. That could be an easier test. You see what I'm saying? Well, for Liverpool, they do come up against Bournemouth, where Bournemouth, they've been going through some very, like a horrible run of fixtures against City, Arsenal, and now Liverpool. But Liverpool got to be very, very careful of FC Bournemouth because they're also under a lot of pressure. They're newly promoted. They ain't got nothing to lose, and they're going to give it their best. Liverpool going through an injury crisis right about now. Got to be very, very, very careful of how these first 5 games of the season goes. And so far, it's not gone well for the first 3. 2 points out of available 9 is unprecedented stuff from Liverpool FC under Jurgen Klopp. I can't remember a worse start. I really can't remember a worse start by Liverpool, in any recent season. I really can't. This is poor. This is poor. But all is not lost. Let's not pretend. Let's not act like okay, all Liverpool are gonna come in 10th this season. It's too early. It is too early. But it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good at all. It's not looking good. Did Liverpool get it wrong in terms of the preseason where they played a bunch of games? I'm not even going to get into that right about now. Were they well prepared coming into the season in terms of signings? Because we have to bring that up. That's 3 games. 2-2 draw against Fulham, newly promoted. Palace, a 1-1 draw in a game that they could have lost. And now against United, a team that they bullied last season, a 2-1 loss. Questions are gonna be asked. Liverpool fans are gonna need answers here from Jurgen Klopp because this is poor. This is indeed poor. So let's just take a look at the scores really, really quick there, guys. Jadon Sancho in the 16th minute. Brilliant goal, I have to say. And that was from what I could recall, I think that was a turnover. and Liverpool, it was from defense to attack for United. Jordan Henderson not taking the ball under his spell, and it fell nicely to I think it was a counter attacking goal, and I can't even remember the goal, to be completely honest. It's a blur to me right about now, but I know it was Ericsson and Ilanga linking up, and then the ball being played and Bruno Fernandes flicking it back to Sancho, and then Sancho with the shot sending Milner to the store, Van Dijk now closing him down. It's in the 16th minute. That's a blur. That's a blur to me. And we had Marcus Rashford in the 53rd and Mo Salah with a comeback goal in the 83rd, 81st minute. I'm being distracted by this young man. This young man coming into the room. And don't know how he ended up down here, but, where's your mom? Where's your mom? How are you down here? Did you escape? Did you escape? Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry there, guys. Sorry for the intermission. But let's go back. Let's talk about the goals again. Let's talk about the goals. Jadon Sancho in the 16th minute. United cutting apart Liverpool's defense. Not very good defending there. You could criticize who you want to criticize, but very good sequence of play by the likes of Ericsson, Ilanga, Bruno Fernandes, and then Jadon Sancho with the finish. A player that we criticized heavily for, the postseason he had last year. And then Liverpool conceded a second goal. Marcus Rashford in the 53rd minute with that goal. And then Salah in the 81st minute. And the Marcus Rashford goal, I think I was actually mixing up the two goals, where Marcus Rashford goal was, I think, McTominay, won a ball and they broke on a. I can't even remember all the happenings of the goals, but I could, it was a breakaway play. Marcus Rashford in behind and beating Allison, for a second goal there. And Salah with a fight back goal in the 81st minute. Fabio Carvalho off the bench looked good, and his shot was saved by the David De Gea, and then the parry was put in by Mo Salah. So Liverpool did, threaten, but they lacked the clear-cut chances, I have to say, and they were thoroughly, I think, outplayed by United, who I think really, really wanted this game a lot more. You could see just by the commitment. The commitment was there, you know what I mean? The way the players throw themselves around, throw their bodies at the ball, the blocks, the tackles, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't a lot of complaining from the Man United players. They were just getting on with their game, as Liverpool looked like they were leggy. You know what I'm saying? Just like the first game against Fulham, they looked a bit leggy in this match. You see what I'm saying? I thought they looked a little better against Crystal Palace, but Liverpool, they've started the season very, very poorly, man. Very, very poorly, I have to say. And it's been one of the worst starts that we've seen recently. 2 points in 3 matches. That is poor. That is indeed poor. So, look, I'm going to scroll down to the stats here, guys. United with 12 shots, 4 on target, only 30% of the ball. So they were able to do a lot with whatever they had off the ball. They were comfortable off the ball, allow Liverpool to do their thing. And whenever Liverpool came into the box, they would deal with it. So you got to give credit to the likes of Malacia, Diego Dallo, Lisandro Martinez, and Rafa Varane. That could be the partnership going forward. You can't discount the work of McTominay in the midfield, Bruno Fernandes. They were defending in numbers, actually. You know what I'm saying? And United, we haven't seen that from United this season so far, losing their first 2 games. So it's kind of weird that United had no points at the beginning of the season, and now they do have more points than Liverpool. And they're actually showing back the whole Bruno Fernandes and Salah thing with the goal. That was a funny moment, though. But I don't know why Salah is actually, trying to get the. If Bruno Fernandes wants the ball, let him just keep the ball. Go back and get back to things. You get in yourself, riled up for no reason. In my opinion, just keep your composure there. You know what I mean? So Liverpool with 17 shots at goal, 5 on target, 70% of the ball. You could see the passing, a lot of sideways passing, a lot of passing back to the goalkeeper as well, and very ineffective in breaking down Man United's defense today. So the interviews are being held right now. Sancho and Marcus Rashford. I want to hear what Klopp has to say in terms of his excuse. I doubt he's going to make an excuse, though, because last week against Palace, Klopp didn't make any excuses. Klopp just said, hey, man, Palace played well. We didn't, 1 point. Today, I don't know what he's going to say, though. I really don't know what he's going to say. But, guys, did you feel this looked like a typical Man United Liverpool game? What was it feisty enough for you? I think it was feisty from the United side. The home team really showed up today and looked like they meant business. While for Liverpool, I don't know what it was, man. I really don't know what it was. The midfield is being criticized. And if we go back and we take a look at the midfield chosen today by Jurgen Klopp, that's a bit questionable, bringing in the inexperienced, let's say the inexperienced Harvey Elliott, along with Henderson, who did not start the last game, and Milner, who's been, getting a lot of game time with the absence of Thiago and the likes of Naby Keita and Oxlade, Chamberlain, Curtis Jones, you name them. You see what I'm saying? So I could see Klopp's not, you could say it's an injury crisis that's causing this right about now. But go out there. The transfer window is still open. There's still, 9 days left in the transfer window as far as I can tell. You have, you got to bring in somebody to give you that option in the midfield. Or you brought in Fabio Carvalho. You got to start him. You got to start him because you saw what happened when he came off the bench. He made things happen while Milner wasn't making anything happen. You see what I mean? Milner really wasn't making anything happen. And he wasn't able to finish the entire game. You got to start Fabio Carvalho, Jurgen Klopp. That's just how I feel. You got to start him. If you have him, start him. I don't think Robertson has been at his best either. I really don't think so. And for Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's trying. He won some early battles against Ilanga, but afterwards, he was being outran. You see what I mean? And you look at how advanced those two players are. I think that could be an Achilles heel for Liverpool, especially when you don't have Fabinho on the field to mop up. You see what I'm saying? So you have Jordan Henderson, who is a defensive midfielder by trade, but there's been doubts. He probably has doubts in his head. I know he's the captain and he's required to be strong, but he probably has doubts in his head. Fabinho looked good when he came on. I gotta give it. Fabinho looked very good. You see what I'm saying? Well, Liverpool lost the first half, but drew the second half, so they were a lot better in the second half of the field. I think Luis Diaz was one of the best players on the day for Liverpool. Salah wasn't involved enough, in my opinion. He was being pocketed by Terrell Malacia last week by Tyreek Mitchell. And Firmino, I think he's playing a bit too deep. You're being played as the number 9. You have number 9 on your jersey. You have to play in advanced positions. The fact that Firmino has to come so far back for those balls, it just tells how the Liverpool midfield lack that creative edge. And some people might say, oh, Thiago this, Thiago that. How many assists does Thiago pick up? You see what I'm saying? Look at just for an example. When Man City needed to come back into the game yesterday against Newcastle, look at what Kevin De Bruyne did. You see what I mean? Man City has that presence in the middle of the field to make something happen. Kudos to Newcastle. They did well to get a draw. But the character to get back in the game, give it to Man City. And Liverpool lacked the character today to get back in the game from 2 goals down. Well, for yesterday, City did get back from 2 goals down. So if you had an influential midfielder in there, maybe Carvalho from the start could have actually did that for you. You see what I mean? But Klopp, I think, is having some doubts maybe. Or he's still in, saying, okay, let's go with Milner. He's experienced. He's been around a long time. Give him the opportunity first. And if he does not, do well, then you go to the Carvalho option. You can't really think like that. You can't really. That is being reactive and not proactive. Okay? So, well played to United. Well played. And you could see what Erik ten Hag did here in his lineup, right? Rafa Varane coming in for Harry Maguire. He's sending a message. He's sending a message. 2 games, 2 losses. The captain is in the team. Conceding way too many goals. 4 against Brentford, 2 against Brighton. Make a change. He did that. He made some very, very good changes. Some positive changes, right? Taking off Fred, bringing in McTominay. It's the same kind of play in my opinion. But still, you see what I mean? Making that change, having that option off the bench as well. And bringing in Elanga. I was surprised that Ronaldo didn't start, but maybe, that was a call that Ten Hag needed to make. These gutsy calls, these surprise calls by saying, yeah, Ronaldo, you're not too big for the team. Maguire, you're not too big for the team. Elanga, come in. Youngster, you know what I'm saying? Varane, come in, get your confidence up. And it worked. It really, really worked on the day. United played as a collective unit. They showed a lot of aggression. That aggression that Liverpool lacked as well. They were creative when they had their opportunities, and they showed that hunger. I'm not going to say that Liverpool they weren't hungry, but there's just something missing. Sadio Mane, maybe. Sadio Mane, that Mane effect. 3 games without Sadio Mane. 3 games where Liverpool have failed to win. Is that the missing piece here? Darwin Núñez. We got to talk about Núñez. Suspended. 3 matches. So they'll be without him for the next 2 games. The game against Bournemouth, and after the Bournemouth game, Liverpool do have Newcastle. Let me say this right about now. That Newcastle game is not a walk in the park. That Newcastle game is not a walk in the park. It ain't a walk in the park. Let me just put it out there. That Newcastle game is not a walk in the park. The Everton game is not a walk in the park. Look, I predicted Liverpool to win the season. As much as people may say, hey, damn, I'm not taking it serious that you predicted Liverpool to win the title. But that's how I felt, because I didn't think that City is actually going to do the 3-peat. That's not how I felt from the beginning of the season. So only left to see what happens. But that was not a good performance from Liverpool. That was not a good performance. Collectively, in the first 3 games, that was an un-Liverpool-like performance. Un-Liverpool-like. And the title isn't gone. Let's not act like the title is gone. It's not. Because at the end of the season, you could lose 1. You could lose 2. Draw 5. And you could win the title. So maybe Liverpool are getting the draws and the losses out the way. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? But if we go to the table really, really quick, guys, we go to the Premier League table to see the standings where Liverpool is at. Liverpool are 16th. And United have jumped up to 14th right about now. All right? At the bottom, a West Ham, Leicester, Wolves, Everton, and then there's Liverpool, just outside the relegation zone. This is relegation form. It's relegation form right now. Why I say it's relegation form? Leicester, they got 2 losses and a draw. Liverpool got 2 draws and a loss. It's relegation form. Not saying Liverpool are going to get relegated, but it's relegation form right now. Is this some type of, fluke by United? Is it a fluke? Or are they going to follow this up with a win against Southampton? Let's take a look at what they got coming up. They got Southampton, they got Leicester, they got Arsenal, Palace. These are not easy fixtures. These are not easy fixtures at all. They got Leeds and then City, October 2nd. These are not easy fixtures. But what United showed was a lot of character, was a lot of fight, a lot of desire. And sometimes that's all you need. All you need. And like Pep Guardiola said in his short interview I watched yesterday, when asked about the draw and everything, he said, hey, we weren't the only ones out there playing. Newcastle wanted those points. They wanted the 3 points. They end up getting 1. You see what I mean? They wanted it. Maybe they wanted the points more than Man City did. You see what I'm saying? Where City had to be reactive in the game. And they end up getting a point. You see what I mean? But on the day, there's no doubt that Man United wanted that more. They couldn't afford to lose yet another game in front of their fans when this early in the season. They are going to lose more games, I think, in front of their fans this season. But this early, it would have been unacceptable. And to factor in that Casemiro have been signed, it's going to make the Man United team a lot better. I don't know whether Ten Hag's going to go with Eriksen and Casemiro, along with Varane, Lisandro Martinez, Malacia, who looks very, very good. Big up to Malacia. And Dallo, who looked good, really good in the game. That could be the midfield right there. In the more attacking positions now, Bruno Fernandes, Sancho, who's got his confidence up in this game, did play well. Martial looked good when he came on. Rashford had, he scored a goal. Rashford scored a goal, so he's going to, keep his place. Ilanga, he looked bright in the match. United could be on the up. They could be on the up, but they have to show that intensity in the next game and the next game and the next game. They can't be complacent. They can't be relaxed. They can't say, hey, man, we won against Liverpool. You know what I mean? That means we're going to beat Southampton. No, Southampton are not going to take it easy on you. You see what I mean? This would do Ten Hag a whole lot of good. I know the United fan base is buzzing right about now. This is a huge victory against their biggest rivals, Liverpool. It's not Man City or their biggest rival. It is Liverpool. Man City or Derby. If they manage to put on a performance like this against Man City, we could see a similar result. I did predict United to come in 6th this season, but if they play more and more games like this, it could be a top 4 finish. I'm not going to go as far as to say they're going to fight for the title, but it could be a top 4 finish. Okay? Anything else I could add here? I think I talked about, most things in the game and give my reaction. And, I don't think I could. Anything else to add? What are you guys saying in the chat here? So we do have a super chat here. Football Journey, big up to you. $6.99 Canadian. Thank you very much for that, for supporting the channel. He says, Brighton, top 4 confirmed. Big up, Dom. Man United fan, but not 100% yet convinced. So you're saying Brighton are going to get top 4. Well, it could be United. It could be United. Let's see. Let's see, though. But appreciate it. Appreciate you dropping the $6.99 super chat. Don't forget, guys, you could super thanks on the channel if you're watching the replay. You just have to look at the bottom where the like button, dislike button, share button, and you just scroll across. There's an option to super thanks if you want to support the channel in that way. So the Lego dude is saying Martinez and Malacia and Varane played extremely well indeed. Tiro de Esquina, Martinez man of the match. I could go as far as to say Martinez played very, very well. And in terms of the man of the match, who would I give it to? It's going to be between Martinez and Malacia because these to keep Salah quiet is very, very, very difficult. So it's between one of those players. You know what I mean? If we go over to Sofa Score, let's actually go over to Sofa Score and see what actually happened here. Sofa Score. Ten Hag's doing his interview right about now. And let us see what actually happened here in the, let's go to Sofa Score. Let's see what the match scores are. So look, Jadon Sancho had the highest score with a 7.6 here, and Rashford with a 7.5 for United. Bruno Fernandes a 7.2. Where Lisandro Martinez, Rafa Varane, Diego Dallo, David De Gea all scored sevens as well, while Malacia, Scott McTominay, Elanga, and Christian Eriksen just under 7. I don't too much agree with these scores, to be honest. I think Malacia deserves a higher score, and Elanga as well, who looked very dangerous. And if you go over to the Liverpool end, why did Salah get a 7.4? Salah didn't do nothing in the game. You see what I'm saying? But end up putting in a rebound there, to be honest. Firmino, he was playing as a midfielder. Henderson, these guys didn't really do that well in the game. You see what I'm saying? So the scores are very questionable in my opinion, though. But I'm not going to go through these scores right now, these player statistics too much. But look, in terms of, like some defensive stats here, let's take a look at the block shots. Lisandro Martinez with 3. He put his body on the line. 1 interception, 1 tackle. He was the only dribble pass 1 time. He had a big game. 7 clearances. 7. You check clearances. Rafa Varane with 9. Bruno Fernandes with 5. This is where they won the game. You see what I'm saying? They won all they were on the top of the charts when it comes to clearance. Look at that. Even Scott McTominay coming in with 2. The highest clearance stat here for Liverpool was Joe Gomez with 2. And that's because, Liverpool didn't have to they didn't have to defend too much. It was only a lot of counterattacks that they had to deal with. It wasn't like a lot of balls was played into Liverpool's box and they had to clear them out. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool has 70% of the ball, hence the reason why United were defending for most of the games, but they defended well. They really, really did. You know what I'm saying? If we check the tackles here, the amount of tackles, United again, this is where they won the game. These tackles, winning the balls back. Roberto Firmino with the most tackles for Liverpool. You see that? Interceptions. Bruno Fernandes and Dallo leading the stats there as well. Well, Joe Gomez and Van Dijk did get 2 each as well. But you see exactly what I'm talking about. Dribbled pass. Let me see that. James Milner was dribbled past 5 times. Malacia 3 times, but I think he recovered. Salah did dribble past him, but he recovered. You see what I'm saying? I think that's what they're counting when Salah got past him, but then he got help and then he recovered. So, if you check the goalkeeping stats here, right? Saves. De Gea with 5 saves. Kudos to David De Gea for being good in goal, and a better game than he had against Crystal Palace, against Brentford. I'm thinking Alisson against Crystal Palace. But look, you check the duels here. Ground duels. Luis Diaz, let me see, winning. Luis Diaz was the best player on the day for Liverpool, in my opinion. 18 duels where he won 5. Milner with 12 duels where he won 5. I think I'm reading the stat wrong, maybe. But if you check the other, who won the most duels here? Malacia, 6 out of 11. And probably that is against Salah. So, can't believe this. I still can't believe this, though. I can't believe this. This is shocking, man. This is absolutely shocking. This is shocking. This is absolutely shocking. what we witnessed here today. I know it's Man United against Liverpool, but it's still shocking, judging from the recent form of United. It's weird. It's a weird result though. So guys, that'll be it for the watch along. I give my little post match. I'll talk about the game again briefly when I do the review. I think I might actually push the review back for tomorrow because I might need to go and help my wife out a bit with with her son, and I'm hungry as well. I might pop up a little later with the review though. So I did have it scheduled for 7. I might not do it at 7 o'clock. I might actually have to do that a bit later though. So since I'm talking about it right about now, I might actually have to go and change that one and put that one to what you call it, change that review to maybe 9 o'clock and then reassess a bit later. Yeah, I think if I go upstairs and spend the next 5 hours, 4 hours with the wife, she'll be okay with that. So I'm gonna push that back to about 9:30. Okay. All right. So I gotta do the review because I want to get it done. That's the thing. I don't want to put it off for tomorrow and then tomorrow I'm not feeling like it and then you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's pretty much it though. But look, um, we'll talk about some other leagues later. We'll talk about the 10 games that were played, and hard luck to all the Liverpool fans. Kudos to all the Man United fans for picking up their first win this season. Liverpool yet to pick up their first one, and I keep predicting Liverpool to win, and they letting me down. God, what are you guys doing? Anyways, thanks for watching another one. Until next time. Peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.